Welcome to Smoke Me Up, everybody.
Holy shit!
Here?
It's 4:20 Eastern. Move faster.
Happy 420 in New York.
Charge itself. We're live. Are we live now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out. I'm looking at our YouTube. I don't see us yet. Maybe it's on delay.
You're right, Raj.
I'm already out.
Well, it's out. 4:20 for us. You gotta leave.
I see us live. This is working. This is working.
Yes, we're live, Besser.
All right. I didn't believe it.
Are these other three people's names? What's that?
Should I smoke up too, I guess?
Yeah, it's 4:20, dude. Happy 420 to anyone who's in here now on the east side, right, Horatio?
Yeah, on the east side, like Dolomite.
Shout out to Dolomite. Shout out to the beaches in Jacksonville. Happy 420. Enjoy.
Yeah,
you're still around for the next 420.
I hope everybody's out in Long Island at the beaches enjoying themselves, getting high.
No, that's not the message. That's not the message.
Stay inside and sesh with us. Sife with us inside, people.
All right.
We have 3 hours of this, so let's go out of the gate hard at 420, smoking a little a King's Palm leaf blunt with a wedding cake OG from THC Design, our friends over there.
I got with some wedding cake going too.
Yeah, and then I put a little shatter in there. I bought a little G of shatter just to juice up the joints for the holiday.
I'm kind of like the guy at the
crescendo.
You love crescendo.
I do.
I'm like the guy who gets too high before the concert, like just pre-parties way too much, and by the time the band that he's been loving for all his life, and that's the reason he's at the show, he passes out right before that band goes on because I'm so fucked up even before we start the show. Not
I know. I've been there. People take your wallet and stuff. People fuck with you when you fall asleep like that.
I'm not here to brag. I'm 38 years old. I'm not allowed to brag about stuff like this anymore. But I was never that fucking guy. I was always fucking blasted, but I was never passed out. I was never, not until I got home or,
I passed out at a Jimmy Buffett concert, but I think that's in the lyrics of his song. So
that's more on Jimmy than you. Yeah.
I feel like
the songs sound the same.
I feel like you probably still looked like one of the live people in the crowd, even if you were passed out.
So I got a limonene. I don't know which strain necessarily. And I know that's not a strain Horatio likes to do. So we're going to have different vibes going through it. So that's good variety.
Does somebody have a lot of people in their area?
Is that you, Horatio? Are you still watching the news?
Not. I've got like 4 people in my bed that I've been quarantined with. So they're right over here. I should show them to you. And they're not laughing at anything, which is even worse.
I love you guys.
Fanciers?
You got like 4 writhing bodies on a bed. You think they're your fans? You're not sure.
All right,
I'm already fucking.
So this is 420, and on 420, when you go to the dispensaries, you expect a deal. You expect a special deal. This is the stoner holiday. So what kind of deals would you expect to get at a store today or a delivery today?
I think at
least a free joint, right?
If you buy an ounce, you should be able to buy a second ounce for 4 cents.
4 cents, not even. That's not even clever. Not even $4.20.
I guess 5 cents because you got to go up, right?
Okay, 5 cents.
So for 5 cents, you get
that's a deal. That's a crazy deal.
You buy it out for like $2.75, then another $4, and you're ready to go into business.
That's almost an obnoxious deal for making me pay that extra 5 cents.
Well, you legally have to pay something. You can't get something for free because it's like not fair. So a lot of places are doing like, we can give you this for a penny. Buy an eighth, get an eighth for $4.20. So that's why I think those deals are out there because you can't charge $0.
At my place, it was, we'll give you a joint if you spit in our mouth. I was like, not appropriate.
Which place is that?
Scuzzy Sally's.
Oh, they
all AIDS are $1.
They have great
really
moon
great
rocks.
prices. I don't think they're testing the weed though.
I ordered from that delivery company here in California, Ease. I'm not going to hold it up there so motherfuckers can freeze it and get my home address or whatever. But
yeah, that's a big ass package there.
Yeah.
That's
well,
tight.
I also ordered some drinks. I'll be pulling one out once it's a little more chilled shortly to help celebrate the holiday. But I thought maybe Ease is doing 30% off if anyone wants to do that today. They got 30% off their whole selection. But I don't even know if it's good prices. You know, it's like overpriced enough that maybe it just evens it.
Yeah, they increased it 40% is the idea.
Yeah, I'm a losing either way. Should I do I have some drinks aside, but should I do I think it might be a fun, like, what are they called in like YouTube? Unboxing? I could like.
Yeah, an unboxing.
So when you're saying drink, you're talking about a tincture drink, right?
Yeah, I like those, those THC beers that they brew, Hi-Fi Hops with Lagunitas brews them for with THC in them instead of alcohol. And it's just like hoppy water that tastes kind of like a beer, but gives you a little bit of a buzz. It's my fucking new beach drink. I love that shit.
And those juices are just too sweet, right?
Yeah, I have to cut. If I like the cannabis quencher juice, it's a little too sweet. But if I cut it with a bunch of seltzer, or Horatio, you might like this, a little unsweetened iced tea with a little lemonade cannabis quencher.
Oh, nice.
It's a wonderful little combination.
A little whiskey in there.
A little whiskey, a little sleep.
Right, that's a Long Island iced tea.
A little angel dust.
Just make it a Long Island iced tea and then throw out like a sprig of raw weed in there. I
was drinking that, calling that a Long Island green tea, but it doesn't make sense since green tea actually is also something. Here, look, I'll do a quick unboxing before we get into it.
Okay, and Horatio will sing "Riders on the Storm."
Yeah.
I got some Island minis. I really like this brand Island, and they have cute
Riders
packaging.
on the Storm.
Got some minis. Got
Riders
some
on the Storm.
lift ticket, glass tipped,
Into
infused
this house
blunts.
we're born. Into this world we're thrown.
Some Satori chocolate covered
Like a
strawberries.
dog without a bone, an actor out on loan.
Our homies
Riders on the
at
Storm.
THC Design. We got lemon meringue.
There's a killer on the
6%
road. His brain is throbbing like a toad.
Cannabis infused punch bar.
Take a long day.
Another one of those.
Family will die. Killer on the road.
A little flower. More lift ticket. And tincture. We did it, fam.
Oh, you know what I got?
Oh, unboxing.
Unboxing. I'll bring my bag up in a second, but they gave me one of a 20 milligram pill for $0.01
Oh, cool.
with every eighth I bought of a certain thing. Oh, and I got a free gram with an eighth.
Oh,
that I
so
bought
how
an
many
eighth.
eighths?
I bought 12 eighths. I had to save money.
That's for the listener who needs help with, or I guess a viewer or listener, however you're watching or listening to this, give you a little math. That is 1.5 ounces of marijuana.
Yeah, do the math again. Yeah,
And
so
I
roughly
got
about 300
and
plus.
they gave me a free gram for that. They gave me some free rolling papers.
All right, you guys talk. I'm gonna go get my bag to show you guys.
Now we're not going to talk though.
Mm.
You're not gonna talk, no? All right.
I found this online the other day.
I'll stay.
Okay.
No, go ahead, go. We could.
I was giving you something to go with. Okay. So I got something that says this. Leafly put this out. Stoner Madness. Vote for the best ways to get high. Okay, you ready for this,
All right.
John?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, best ways to get high. Are you ready, Horatio? Let's see how many they have here. Like it looks like 16. Okay. This is the first matchup. Joints versus infused beverages.
Oh,
Go vote.
we're
First matchup.
We're choosing
Yeah.
our winner.
Yeah, matchup.
Oh, those are my two favorites. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with joints for classics. Sorry.
Okay,
Joints.
Horatio. I'm going joints, of course. It already wins.
What are my choices?
Joints, infused. I'm going through a tournament. So the first matchup is joints versus infused beverages.
Oh yeah, definitely joints.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, candy edibles versus tabletop vapes.
Gotta go with the tabletop vape. I just got the volcano. You know, I love
Interesting.
it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Horatio. I'll be the tiebreaker.
Edibles.
Okay. I'm going to have to say edibles just because it's too classic. All right. Blunts versus, I don't even know what the fuck this word is. Sublinguals?
Oh, that's tincture.
Oh.
Sublingual means under your tongue.
Oh. I should have figured that out.
Yeah.
Underneath some languages?
You put it down at the bottom of the dictionary and it gets you fucking lit.
Well, I don't do either of those. But
those are another two of my favorites. I do a lot of. I like that. Is that the spray? Is that Steez?
It's 1,000 milligrams.
That's Breeze, right, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna spray a couple in my mouth and see what happens.
Okay. We'll go with tincture on that one. Pipes versus baked edibles.
I got to go with baked edibles. If you're talking classic edibles, brownie, cookie, that feels like
they're too powerful for me, so I'm going to go with pipes. What about you, Horatio?
Definitely pipes. I don't like cakey edibles.
Yeah, it's too much.
Oh, okay.
Dabs versus topicals. Now, what's a topical? I thought that's what it is. That when you rub it on you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. Okay,
it's
dabs.
like patches and creams and shit like
I'm
that.
gonna say creams because I've used them for pain and it works.
I use the CBD. I have a CBD roll on. I mean, I love dabs, but the CBD roll on shit
topicals wins. Bongs versus one hitters. Come on, guys. No reason to use one hitters anymore. Bongs. Vape pens versus gravity bongs. Gravity bongs are stupid.
I mean, vape pen is the most convenient shit in the world, but I just don't like to do them. So a G-bong sounds exciting to me.
When's the last time you did a gravity bong?
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Let's do one as soon as we can again. Well, they have like the fancy gravity bong like at the Cannabis Cafe. It's like the kind that flips over and uses like centrifugal force. That's not true. Not centrifugal force.
Gravity?
Gravity. A gravity bong, if you will.
It would be the centrifugal force bong.
We can't live read comments here, but I'm sure people are like, is Gabrus eating a steak out of frame? And to answer your question, it's yes.
Steak?
I'm trying to get a little nutrition in because we got 3 hours of blazing to do because we're going to be here on this live stream. So if you're actually enjoying this for whatever reason, whatever is broken about you, send this link to some of your friends right now and say like, look at these assholes. They're going to be doing this for 3 more hours, smoking fucking dope.
They're just showing everybody how much weed they smoke. They just brag about all the weed they smoke.
We got John Gimberlicking coming in at 1:45, and Jerry Minor coming in at 2 p.m. and Ben Lee coming in at 2 p.m. Musical guest.
Is Ben Lee gonna play for us?
I would sure hope so.
All right.
I hope he does stand up.
He could.
I wouldn't go on a music podcast and do music. They would be like, dude, you're here to do comedy. I only do music on my comedy podcast. Okay. Handheld vapes versus steamrollers. So rare.
Hey, steamrollers are nice.
How often do you do that? It's just a glass
like a little tube
with a thing at the top, and you hold it like this, and then you go like that, and you.
Oh, I know which one. I know what you're talking about now. Never mind.
Too rare.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm just going to skip to the final 4 based on what we've said. I'm going to put joints up against edibles up against bongs, up against topicals.
I gotta go J-Bops.
Here
I'll
comes
go
the Enterprise. Here comes the Enterprise.
I feel like viewers of this live stream should know that I've seen Horatio do this bit 20 times on Zoom and like 10 times in person at his house. And I always love it.
Well, now that I can use a camera, it makes it like more cool.
Right.
Again, I could use the special effects given to me by the good folks at Zoom. Everybody, try Zoom. Get 4 years of Zoom for the low price of $29.95 a year.
I think we had a sponsor. That's awesome.
All you need to trade is your privacy and our ability to look at videos of you in your home talking to your friends. Analyze your background to better advertise to you, and then eventually kill you. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been getting like
the
ads.
Plot.
Say again.
Just gave away the Westworld plot.
Oh, whoops. All right. It's time to start getting fucked up.
Yeah, let's take this to the next level, everybody. New York, how you doing? New York, how you living?
East Coast, tell us how your 420 was. I guess maybe I should like be looking at social media or something to see if anyone's tweeting at us or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What are you getting ready to sing? Remember how we said that we would meet again some sunny day. Yeah! Yeah! What has become of you? Does anybody else in here feel the way I do? Bring the boys back home. Bring the boys back home. Yeah!
Two most obscure songs.
Speaking of that, Pink Floyd, John, you were saying like we're getting directly advertised to in a very crazy way. In 1 week, I got a Blues Brothers quilt advertised to me and a Pink Floyd quilt.
They know you too well.
Yeah, they know me too well. That was like, all right, guys, try a little harder.
So, are they making a Blues Brothers quilt new, or is this shit all like 40 years old?
No, it's new. It's new. It's just like they take prints of all the album covers and then stitch them together. I don't even think they stitch them together. I think they just print it up and then they make it a blanket.
I would bet on the cheapest option if you're getting served it on Instagram. I think the second you buy 12/8, you automatically get Pink Floyd advertising.
Oh yeah, that's right. They get the information from my credit. Oh man, yeah. They got us all figured out.
Bro, they've got us all figured out. We're fucked. We're trapped. Everything, they're onto us. They've got us all sorted out, bro.
I love it, man. I love it. Except I won't give a weed delivery place my license. That's right. That's where I've been drawing the line, and I think that's kind of dumb. But because considering
they make you do that, how do you have a choice?
Well, you mean because if you deliver, you have to like scan it and send it to them, which you won't do, right?
Well, I probably will, but it's something that I haven't done, and I was worried. I was like, maybe I should, and I was like, no, I could actually because I like going out and shopping.
I know.
It's fun. You know, Besser, how much I like the atmosphere and the dispensary.
You love atmosphere. I don't like standing in lines though. So
I had to thread a needle. I was doing something this morning. had to be here at this desk ready to blaze at 4:20 Eastern with my two other way too old to be doing weed podcast friends. And I'm saying
you're too young to be doing it.
No, I'm too old to be doing half the shit I do in my life. My friends from college.
You want some young guy doing it who knows
and
nothing about it?
Me and Besser have been doing 420 shows since we used to put them on Super 8 film.
If there was a medical podcast, would you go, I want to hear from some new doctor, not some guy who's been doing it for 10 years.
No,
kind of the new doctor.
I have a brand new doctor. They're almost done with medical school, but I've drafted them as my doctor, so I'm pumped to see where they go. Hopefully not gyno, because then it's what a waste.
Would you want a doctor right out of medical school for real?
Yeah, a fucking with big tits.
Hey, come on! What the hell? That is so not 420. That is 690.
All right, fine. Any size tits.
Oh, much better. Much more liberal.
Yeah, there's no discrimination for any kind of titties. A lot of times people will get breast implants and they won't go well, and they mess them up. And so let's think about those people. This 420.
Let's think about those
people whose boobies.
Oh shit! Ben Lee.
I was just checking it was all working. I'm early.
Oh, okay. Well, it's working.
Dude.
You're on.
It's working. You're
Yeah, Ben
welcome. Check out
Hey,
Ben Lee's got some sweet concert posters back there.
Oh, I'm jealous that you thought about what your background might look like. I have my fucking dresser in the background.
Hey, how about me, man?
That's
I'm right outside my window.
I'll come back in 20 minutes. Let me get my kid into her next online class.
Okay.
All right, bud.
That's a little tease, folks.
Woo!
That's a tease, folks.
420, man.
Ben Lee coming soon.
Just keep teasing all these people that are like going to show up.
I'm going to set up my background.
Oh,
real quick. You
Steve
guys
Martin's checking in. Not yet, Steve. I got it. You can do the wild and crazy guy.
Let's see Gabrus' crazy setup he's going to do here. Let's see.
What's he doing?
He's got a cape. He said he's going to jazz up his background. He got scared. That's your logo, right?
Yeah, that's that's my dog Arthur. That's the
High Mighty logo. All right.
So I thought maybe just something because I just keep looking at my fucking dresser with like dirty underwear sticking out the top. Soon to be dirty, baby. Who keeps forgetting that this isn't just the three of us talking and smoking? It's on YouTube. Every 5 minutes I say something, I'm like, this is not for just us.
Yeah.
Last time I went to a Dodgers game, some guy jerked off on my Cubs hat.
Oh, no.
But,
I can believe that.
Did you have to pay him this time, or this time he hooked you up for free?
No, I just flipped it around on my head and he just started going for it. Free of charge.
Damn. When will the fucking pandemic be over? Sorry.
Nice quote. When will the pandemic be over? Cough, cough.
Whoops. Terrible timing. When will the pandemic be over so that we can go back to like Dodger Stadium and have people jerk off on our hats for us again? Like Americans.
I think it'll take next April.
Next April? All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be ready. Someone better jizz on this Wild Now hat.
Last time I was like kind of scared, like kind of like nervous for real, was in line going into Dodger Stadium. There is no logic to the line going into Dodger Stadium. There's no line. It's like this mass of just hyped up guys much bigger than me, all pumped up and ready to go, all drunk. And once again, no lines, just everybody's saying, this is where I fit in going first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get a little stressed in the no line situations, but mostly because I think I'm entirely too comfortable just standing there and never getting in. Like, like I'm just like, well, I'll just wait till the end. I'm not, but my wife will activate my aggression when she'll be like, look at these people, they're just fucking, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. And I'm like, follow me. And I'll be like, get the fuck out of the way. I get all like fucking high school football on.
See, I'm the guy who I just think I'm being logical and someone goes, hey, like I was at a Morrissey concert with Andy Richter and this guy tried to pick a fight with me about a stand in line to buy a Pepsi. A Morrissey concert.
What do you think about Morrissey's politics?
Love it.
Yeah, I love his politics more than his music. No. Yeah, there's controversy because he's kind of he's got very ultra right wing views.
Shyness is nice. Shyness is. How's it go?
I don't know. I don't know what you're singing. Shyness?
The most fights I've ever seen at a concert was a Smiths concert.
Yo, real quick, I saw at Jones Beach Amphitheater Blondie and the B-52s. I think I was like one of the three straight guys in the audience, and a fight broke out during Love Shack. Love Shack, I saw a straight up fist fight between two men. Just
the other two straight guys. You're saying?
I think these guys, it was 2006, so they were, or 2005 maybe. So they were either not straight, or I guess the term at the time was Metro. But everyone thought I went to the
break
concert.
it up out there. Everybody stop fighting. Stop fighting. There's a little man fighting a big man. There's a skinny man fighting a wide man. Punch him in the face.
Oh man, I know I'm baked because I just realized I could turn down the volume in my headphones, and my whole experience is better now. I had you guys blasting, and then I was screaming over the sound in my head too. I was losing my mind. This is so much more normal.
We're all
we should be getting Gimber licking anytime now.
Anytime
now. Whoa, that is not a good intro.
No, I'm kidding. I'm so excited to see my little twinsies. Me, him, and Horatio should all put the same background and props on, and you try to pick us apart. Try to tell which one of us is Gemberling, which one of us is Gabrus, which one is Raj.
Yeah. You can all say titties.
Titties. Is anyone doing anything different today than they would normally in honor of the holiday?
I'm not wearing a bra anymore.
Yeah, I lost the bra. My tits are out around the house these days.
Yeah, honey, because, hey, nobody's looked down except my roommate. So this thing's been crazy. So I've just been going for it.
Loosey goosey.
It's an excuse. It's a good excuse. 420.
I just saw how closed my eyes were in my own camera.
Did you guys see that Jordan documentary? He looks so fucking high.
Someone was saying that. I didn't see the doc, but everyone was saying his eyes were so fucking red or whatever.
They were so red. Did you see that, Horatio? While he's playing. No. When he's doing this interview, but he tells this great story about when he was a rookie walking in, they were on the road and he knocked on the door of a fellow player and he heard him say, shh, 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 everybody quiet. And then the guy looked, oh, it's just the rookie. And they let him in. He said it was the whole team doing blow
and cheating on their wives.
Weed and hookers. And he was like, woo! And he was a nerd, which is good. And so Jordan, he walked out. Said, not for me.
Wow.
If you look at the lineup of that Bulls team, you're like, who?
Right? In the documentary, they call it the roving
Gary
cocaine
Miner's
circus.
Coming in.
Jerry Minor in the lounge seat.
Oh yeah, he's outside. What's up, Jerry? Does he hear us yet? I hear myself.
I think he's watching us on YouTube. He's watching us on YouTube. Probably.
Oh, does he realize he's on?
Jerry.
Yeah, I do. I do realize I'm on.
Oh, okay. You do. Right.
Hey, yeah, no, you started talking about the Jordan documentary, so I had to jump on.
So did you see it?
Yeah, I was just I watched the second one last night, and I was trying to watch the first one, but I got involved with some stuff. So I haven't finished watching the first.
What kind of stuff did you get involved in?
Breaking news.
Yeah,
that's things had to do.
I saw part 1, part 2, and then I'm like 10 minutes into part 3, and then I had some real fucking dark shit go down.
I had to have my dad.
I'm gonna watch the rest today.
Gambling debt.
Yeah,
so was he high? Did you see his eyes?
Well, he was drinking. There's a drink. You can see him in his hand.
Does that make your eyes red? I guess if you had a lot.
I guess if you're drinking all day.
I think he just looks like that now. But yeah, I think drinking can like day drinking.
Or is he always crying now, like that bird meme? Just always weeping.
I heard that they referred to the team, the Bulls, before Jordan was on it, that team you were talking about, Besser, as the roving cocaine circus, was the term I heard.
That's what they said.
And that's a fucking awesome, that's an awesome phrase.
Why would they be partying more than other basketball teams?
I don't know.
Lakers.
Did you ever hear? I heard that shit about like the Padres back in the day. Like everyone wants to be on the Padres because it's just an absolute fucking party. Like they're not good at baseball, and people just like roll out into downtown San Diego every night and get fucked up. And it's like I think people like I had heard a rumor like that for a while. It's like, dude, you want to be on the Padres, dude? It's so fucking loose.
Right across the border, right? All the cocaine's coming up from South America, right to the Padres. I guess the Astros. Weren't the Bad News Bears based on the Padres?
Raj, Raj is outdoors now too. What if we see Jerry in the background of Rogers?
Oh my god,
3 feet away.
You got to play your guitar really loud, like the Italians do on their balconies.
Balls. Yeah,
you guys had any beautiful neighborhood moments where someone comes and does opera out on their porch and everybody joins in?
In the canyon, people step out and like bang pots, and we yell across at each other. No, really.
I know, right?
Bang pots
at 8 p.m. Right?
8
We're banging
Stop
pots.
banging pots.
People are doing like vuvuzelas, like a trumpet. Like it's really great.
I've been shooting. I shoot in the air 8 o'clock every night.
You shoot straight up or in an angle?
I just shoot up straight up in the air. Hopefully, if it comes down on me.
That's responsible.
Yeah. At every night at 8 p.m., I call 911 and say thank you, and I just try to get through and ask to speak to the cops so I can say thank you. I have me and all my friends keep calling 911 to say thank you.
Call up all exasperated. I just need to say thank you.
Yeah, I got a couple of neighbors. We get together and we go to hospitals and hand out fruit.
Fruit.
Really makes us
hand
feel
out
good.
loose grapes.
For real, in my neighborhood, there's a box with oranges or lemons from some guy's tree where he says, take one. It's like, this is not the time for the take one fruit box, dude.
Yeah, I saw an amendment to that is that they say, I picked them with gloves. Yeah, right.
But there's some asshole looking at everyone, all the free ones. Do I want this free one or this free one?
Taking like deep sniffs of lemons.
Ooh. Do you guys have libraries in your neighborhood where someone will set up like a little mailbox library? You know what I'm talking about?
Man, ours got vandalized so much. I don't think it's there anymore. And it was one of the first ones I've seen. You know, there's a couple I've seen in some different neighborhoods. But this one was one of the first ones I've ever noticed. And for years, it would have like It have a lot of Scientology stuff in there. So
Oh no, that's an
neighborhood,
abuse
yeah.
of the library mailbox.
I know. And but then like textbooks and stuff, and then it just the last year it just got like savaged. I don't know if it was kids because there's a high school right here, or I would imagine it was an adults because it would happen at night. But just like killing
Broken Kindles.
it.
So what do you joined late, Jerry? What are you smoking today?
Marathon OG.
Marathon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the rapper that got killed last year. Nipsey
21
Hussle.
Savage?
Nipsey.
Oh, Nipsey.
Hussle.
Sorry, yeah.
That's
21
his
Savage
brand.
is he's alive, isn't he?
Who?
21
Yeah,
Savage.
no, I think I just got like 4 things confused at once.
Is that just hopeful? Hopeful. 21 Savage? Is he dead? Is somebody
Please,
dead?
I got him big in the pool. No.
Who's the kid that got shot buying the car? Or he's going to
Behind
buy a car with cash? And
what was it? Extension?
Extension, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm sorry, Jerry, I jumped on that, but it's Marathon OG.
That was Nipsey Hussle's his strain that he
cool.
grew. Yeah.
You only smoke black strains?
I try to, yeah.
Good, yeah.
Whatever.
Shop at black-owned businesses and smoke black name strains. I think you go far enough the food chain. There's some white guy making money off of it. Unfortunately, some white guy selling. There's naming strains just for guessing that black people will like it. Like that's such a funny, like a 60-year-old white creative director whose job is to come up with strain names for black people. That's a terrible job.
How about grape Kool-Aid? God? Would you just
How
stop it, man? That's a position
your
made up
boyfriend?
on your own. I want to be the black. I want to be the black dude. I want to be the black marketer. Can I be that? Because I think
well, let us help you out though.
No.
I got you, man.
I got this.
How about you, man? You, man, Urkel. Hey,
Horatio, you're being bombed by, I think, Chad.
I know, that's fucking Chad. What? Where was my great bit going? Oh yeah, we're trying to come up with names that black people would like.
I was trying to steer myself out of that one.
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable piling on that bit.
I guess it's up to Jerry.
I was in too deep to begin with.
Yeah, just let me do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Grape Kool-Aid. How about grape Kool-Aid? Grape Kool-Aid.
At that company, the CEO's phone is just on mute at the conference, and he has no idea. And the room is just ignoring this white guy yelling, "Think this is cool and hip." In one room.
So what does it say about this white guy that I just bought like 8 different lemon strains?
Well, you like the lemonine, right?
I don't even know.
You don't? So.
I don't. I really don't. I just went down that road one day. I don't like names like Kim Dog or AK-47 for no good reason.
Like you just like
they're kind of negative, or like anything that's like has gas in it, or
it's violent.
Yeah, murder.
When violent names usually mean they like make your heart race.
Yeah, like Kim Dog does that, right?
Yeah.
I like to smoke IEDs. Like it's like this really like high-end sativa called IED. I'm sorry. I'm way too baked, and I feel like I keep forgetting that this is a YouTube video and not just us just talking on a phone.
IEDs.
Yeah, that's not
pretty. Yeah, that's pretty irresponsible. That's getting into like heroin names now.
Right. Well, I remember when green crack was just green goddess the next day. They were like, wait, what are we doing? We can't say we're medicine and sell crack.
Green crack.
Yeah, green crack was a bad idea.
Yeah, even Momofuku Milk Bar changed it from like crack pie to like the best pie or something like that. We can't keep calling it
no imagination.
Pie. No, it's not called that. I feel like
very good pie.
Yeah, one time I went.
Hey
and
man, you want
got
to smoke some very good?
some what?
Very good. You like very good?
I don't hear what you're saying. What's the first
You
part?
smoke very good?
Do you smoke very good?
You want to smoke some very good?
Yeah, man. So it's got some terpenes in there because
Well, it's
berry?
crack, but we don't want to call it crack anymore. It just makes
Oh,
you
no, I'm
feel
good.
very good.
I'm
You
good,
want to
man.
feel
Thank
very
you.
good?
I do, but I don't think I will. I think I kind of know myself.
Holy
Oh.
shit, Bentley back in a different environment with a drum set in the back. You got kicked out of the first room.
No, I'm in the
Yeah, he's
same.
in the second room chilling.
This one has a dead poster in the back. Whole different vibe.
How's it going, guys?
All right,
Hey,
Ben.
man,
I'm gonna
welcome.
Great, man.
I'm on your page, Ben. There's no one else except us two. I mean, looking at each other. The fuck? Never mind.
So,
All right.
so are you obviously are a Grateful Dead fan there, Ben? Have you ever been tripping balls at a Dead concert?
Well, they actually, I don't know if they ever came to Australia. If they did, it wasn't a part of their touring circuit. So the Dead actually didn't have the cultural thing in Australia that they had in America. So it was something I really discovered through recordings. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, never been.
There you go.
How about Fish? Are you into the jam culture at all?
No, I was like morally against that sort of thing. Yeah, not really.
Interesting.
Anyway, I gotta catch up with you guys.
I don't like the Dead either. I mean, I don't. That's kind of dumb, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I'm
No.
not like turn this shit off, but I'm never
Right.
seeking them out. Yeah.
I'll tell you what the thing was for me about the Dead, that I always liked strong personalities in bands and stuff, and the Dead didn't have one. It was this wash of music kind of thing, and so I always thought that was a drawback of the band. But what I realized was that was actually the point. The point was it was meant to be this like transcendent, egoless kind of thing. So once I got that, I sort of appreciated it more.
So
I'm always guys for dressing up in flannel shirts.
So you
That's
love
how you got
grunge
into
more than
improv,
jam
right?
bands?
Yeah. What's that, Besser?
I'm so high, I forgot what I seconds ago asked.
Hold on. Let's
Uh,
ask Jerry what he's
something
doing. How are
jam
you,
bands.
Jerry?
I'm good, man.
Yeah. You got your feet up?
Oh, I can't. Kind of.
So Ben's going with the joint right now. So
I'll go
Ben,
with-
how long have you been getting high?
Only. You mean today?
No. Well, that's interesting too. But when did you start in your life?
Oh, I mean, I guess when
You
I was,
were a rock star when you were 18. So were you already in that culture?
yeah, I think 14 or something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've taken long, like years-long periods of not smoking weed.
You should stop it.
Why are you so
I've called
uptight
the
about it?
police on every one of you. I've
But
called the police on all of you.
legal here. It's legal here, sir.
No, it's not. Not federally.
Okay. To be fair, you're right. I notice you have a ATF hat on. I guess you're just a fan of federal organizations.
I'm against drugs
Oh, okay.
and illegal tobacco.
Well, I have synthetic weed right here. You want to try some?
No, I don't want that. I don't want any of your drugs.
Just try a little
Get
bit
off
of
that
it.
weed.
So you realize
Stop
this is
it.
a 420 live stream for
Stop
like
it.
fans of a weed.
Yeah, I came here to make
comedy.
you. I came here to make you stop it.
This seems like the worst
Stop
place for you.
smoking
To,
weed.
man, you're really bumming me out, dude. I'm so you. You could, if I shared my screen, I'm looking up business schools in the background. I'm gonna become a hedge fund manager. You
Stop,
got me, man.
Stop, man.
Did we lose Besser?
I think we did.
He's
Yeah.
running the show.
Isn't he the
That's
host?
he's probably taking a shit.
Maybe
There's-
one of his kids ran in. I think.
Yeah, I guarantee. Yesterday we did a Zoom with Besser. Well, I'll blow up his spot. Yeah, he never figured out the camera the whole time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He figured it out for today, thank God. But now he's gone. I hope he's watching, at least watching his own YouTube live stream that he planned. This fucking numbnuts. Besser, where are you, dude?
I'm gonna tie a tie while he's taking a shit.
Wait, you learned how to tie a bow tie in the quarantine, correct?
I did. Check me out. Check me out.
Here's a question for Ben and Jerry. How is the quarantine affected your playing music? Are you playing more of it, less of it? Are you inspired? Are you exhausted by it? Do you need to jam out to like stay alive? I guess you could say that question is probably more for Ben, but you know, feel free to answer, Jerry.
Hey, man. I'm a songwriter.
I've seen you perform songs.
Yeah, I have, dude. I do a lot of songs. So
I do a lot of songs.
I do. Yeah.
I keep playing music. I mean, I don't know. I figure that like a lot of people when they came into this experience, they thought they were radically going to change who they were. But I think what happens is it ends up whatever skill set you've built up beforehand, you then rely on it to survive through this. So whether that's, I think a lot of performers, the reason there's so much of this streaming and everything going on is because we need an audience.
Yeah, you said whatever skill set you built. Mine is eating.
Yeah, exactly.
I got really good at it.
Yeah, I've definitely learned that it wasn't free time that was holding me back from not getting any writing done. I was like, nope, it's my personality. I am lazy and unmotivated. Thought for sure it was as soon as I had some free time, I've got nothing but free time and I ain't getting shit done.
Well, but the beginning was so aspirational. Everyone had big plans.
Yeah, Ben. When you sit down to write a song, is it just all about like disease and pandemic?
No, but you know what's funny? I made a record in 2003 or 4 or something, and I had a song on it called "Catch My Disease," which was like became a bit of a hit in Australia, especially, and a song called "We're All in This Together." And the album appears like a prophetic. It's obviously but it's taking on a bit of a mystical quality in Australia. I think they're like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, you're like their Nostradamus.
Yeah, it's just like they're like, when will this end?
Listen to it backwards, man.
It's really funny.
Oh no, Besser's in front of my house.
Oh shit! He saw that you were in social distancing. He's coming to beat your ass.
I think he's trying to figure out how to get back on. I know that'd be fun if Besser lived that close, but
Mackenzie Mizell is the host now, but that person isn't even on. No.
Yeah, no, that's the. She's recording this for our Smoke Me Out podcast.
Got it.
Yes,
got it.
I should say they're recording this because I assume the gender is she, but now I'm going to backpedal and say they. But I'm going to be open and honest about how I got there.
Dude, you picked it up though. That's the main thing. You know what I mean?
I'm smoking. When I get high, I get so talkative and so almost uncomfortably earnest. So like I'm getting to a level where I'm baked enough. I'm like, all right, so I'm not getting any work done.
Because it can be whatever he wants to be.
Yeah, they're beautiful and wonderful as themselves. We got Besser back. Hell yeah, Besser. Welcome back, brother.
Where was
Internet
you?
went out. Internet went out. What did I miss?
Oh, shit.
Great bits, I bet.
Jerry played one of Ben's songs, and then Ben did one of Jerry's songs.
Oh!
It was sick, dude.
Ooh.
Raj kind of ruined it by chanting slurs throughout the whole thing, but we can edit him out.
Chanting slurs.
Hey, Ben, can you play us a song?
Yeah. I'm happy to. I was.
You can watch it on a live stream.
I thought this was an appropriate one for today. This one's called "Parents Get High."
I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink.
That's deflating.
I know.
That's like the guy at the show. He's like, you play a slow song, and he's like, "Time for me to take a leak."
Yeah. I
All
was
right.
at the I was at the Annie DeFranco song. It's usually on a new song that people,
Yeah, new song or a slow song. Yeah, you're right. If a slow song is epic, then that's everyone's got their phones up and everything.
yeah. But it's rude to say for an artist to go, here's my new song, basically saying an effort I've been putting a lot of time into.
Exactly.
And everyone's like, all right, I'll go get a drink.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Anyway, his loss. All right. I remember their parties, everybody talking just a little too loud. Up past my bedtime, maneuvering through the crowd, cigar smoking whiskey, telling stories about the war. Somehow my father fell asleep on the living room floor. What made my parents get high? What made my parents get high? Sometimes they kept it like a secret. Sometimes it seemed like everybody would know. We tried to figure out the meaning of things I was too young to know. But lovers share glances and give themselves away. They had a place that they played the way that children play. What made your parents get high? What made your parents get high? What made your parents get high? So hugs and kisses, we both love you, but it's time to sleep. Dreams are gonna take you somewhere complicated and deep. I'll build a fire. Mama, put that record on. Let's talk about our future. Let's sing our special song. What makes your parents get high? What makes your parents get high? What makes your parents get high? Oh my, oh. What makes your parents get high?
It's awesome, man.
Thank you.
So did your parents get high?
Well, actually, my parents are more drinkers, but I was thinking, just it all holds the same mystery when you're a little kid. You know what I mean? Like, what are these grown-ups doing? Like, what are they tweaking? What are they altering? Why does the adult mind work that way? You know, like I think as a kid, you're like trying to make sense of that, and yeah.
Yeah. My dad was a big time alcoholic, so he was always drinking. But they would get, I think they got high on special occasions.
Yeah.
And he once told me, like as a cautionary tale, about the one time we got high was at a catfish fry, and this marijuana cigarette was being passed around, and I took one puff, and the next thing I knew, there was a catfish coming up off the table, off a plate, coming down towards me, and it started talking. And as a kid, I'm like, I want to talk catfish. Like, this isn't making me not want to do something. Stay away from this, or catfish start talking to you.
They grant you wishes and everything.
I always think of that. I always think of that with the drug commercial of the person who's like flat into the couch, like completely deflated. It's like, that looks so fucking comfortable. Like, that looks amazing.
Look
oh, you melt into the couch? Yeah, exactly.
I want that.
What's that supposed to show? Apathy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
it looks
look how
fucking
apathetic
sick.
he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything, but he's sitting in that couch. Yeah, but then when I finally did get high, I'm like, what was my dad smoking, man? He was smoking some fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when I first did, I was like, this is nothing like the way everyone says it is. Like the experience, it made me realize the experience of altering your consciousness, like language doesn't serve it very well.
Yeah.
Explaining
but it
it?
doesn't. Explaining it, you can't explain it. When people talk about, oh, this makes you feel that makes you feel, it's like, it's an oversimplification. When you alter reality, it's like you have an experience, you know?
I'm
Wait,
continually.
Ben, wait, real quick. I'm sorry, Besser. That Ben just brought up really. Have you ever had to try to describe what getting stoned felt like to someone who doesn't do it? Like using Ben's. I tried to describe it once to my wife before she was lightly doing edibles and stuff with me. I said it's like the only way I could really explain it that got her interest peaked was I was like, after like a really good yawn, how you feel for like that split second in like your face and mind and body where you're like, oh, I'm like, that's what pot does to like your brain and your body.
Yeah,
That's
I know what
how
it
that
does to you. It
that
gets
was
you
like-
all revved up. It gets you
Okay.
revved up and crazy. Yeah, you get all revved up and you want to do crazy stuff. You want to do? Oh, let me have sex with a man. Let me do. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You do anything.
Sir, I truly believe you don't want to be on this live stream if you're so anti-pot. I think you're really in the wrong place.
I want you guys to stop it. Get you all revved up and sexual.
Here, look, I got that drink. Raj, this is what I was telling you about.
Oh, nice.
Hi-Fi
Yes.
hops.
Yeah, this is delicious.
Beer. It's already a nice beer, but it's infused.
Yeah, it's got no calories, no carbs, no anything, no alcohol, and just 10 milligrams of THC. And it's like hoppy water. It's fucking great. It really, it doesn't taste exactly like a beer, but it scratches like the beer itch. So if you don't want to drink, but you are like California sober or whatever, I recommend giving one of these a try. They also make a 5 milligram one that's a little easier, and then one that's all CBD, so you can like have 6 if you need to.
Yeah, 5 milligrams, nothing.
Yeah, it's great.
Right?
This one is 10. It's kind of strong, but it's yummy.
But for the whole bottle, you have to drink the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
20. So you have to have like 5 to get a
50.
joint.
Yeah.
50 of them.
It depends on how many milligrams you normally eat. Like, some people 5 is good. For some people, you need 40 just to get on a Zoom with your friends.
And it depends where you're taking it in. If you shotgun it into your asshole, the membrane of your asshole is very thin.
Yeah. If you have that, if you do that thing that we always do at South by where Besser blows weed up our assholes through a fucking paper towel roll.
Did they make suppositories? I haven't heard about that.
Oh, I'm
They
sure.
must.
They
must do CBD ones, I'm sure, but I haven't heard it. Yeah.
There's always got to be so like I can only get high in my ass.
Only
for that.
Only.
I've been fooled by that 1,000 times.
And you can apply it however you want, but that's how I need it. There's always one of those.
I like your
I remember the first time I was in a circle. I remember.
You like my what?
It was 420 when I was a kid. We were smoking for the first time, and I went to pass a joint to my friend, and I didn't notice this, but he had bent over and spread his ass cheeks. And he's like, just put the joint directly in my ass. I was like, you got it, brother. And I didn't know that was.
That is so young. That's so young for him to really know himself by that.
Yeah, I know. He was fucking way ahead of the game. He's a once in a generation talent. This kid.
Maybe he didn't know what he was doing, and you should have educated him.
But the trick is go before that guy in the scythe.
Yeah, he should go. He should go last.
You don't want to stand to that guy's left.
He should go last.
All right, I'm opening up the gummies.
All right.
How beautiful that looks.
Cheers for the. Oh shit! Because it's 420 somewhere. Because it was just 220.
Oh yeah.
Pacific. So we missed that. But cheers to 420 in
It's
Central
423.
time?
I think that's
Denver.
Denver.
We're not to Denver yet, are we? It's probably
No.
Arkansas.
2 hours.
I think it's like 4.
Chicago.
Indiana.
Chicago, yeah.
Are we in a Huey Lewis song? Houston!
Yeah, Chicago.
So Ben, do you have a song where you shout out all the cities? So when you're in that city, they get really excited for that song.
No, I did have one. I have this little duo, Radner and Lee, and we got kind of big in Brazil. Weirdly, it just happened. It was very strange. But so then we were planning our second album. We're like, we should have a song that mentions Brazil. The Brazilians will go crazy. But then, it's like you try and do that moment, like that kind of thing for the.
Mhm.
But then, like that new prime minister came in over there. The whole economy collapsed. Our fandom in Brazil, it's like meaningless now. We can't go there. So we like did this really important shout out and we got no love, Anyway. So that is the real crimes of a dictator. The indie duos that he hurts,
Fuck.
It trickles down. Not a lot of people talk about it. There's injustice on every level.
I know. We are often overlooked the ways we're hurt,
Did anybody here have a dad that got high in the prime of his life? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, my dad was a big stoner.
None of these four, right?
Yeah.
No, not me, no.
Mm-mm. My mom was against it big time. Like marijuana and crack were equal.
Yeah, my dad had waist length hair and dropped out of high school when he was like 16. He was like, so he would like he couldn't argue that he didn't smoke weed with us. Like it was too obvious.
How old were you how old was he when you were born, John?
I think he was like 22 or 24,
Wow,
something like
that's
that.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
And my mom was like younger.
My dad
they
was
started
7.
dating when she was like 14 and he was 18 or some shit, some sketchy ass shit like that. She was like a high school freshman. He was a high school dropout who was like 5 years older than her, and they were dating.
Your father worked for a heating and air conditioning joint, and one day he came over to fix Dad's air conditioners, and lo and behold, I'm dating a 32-year-old guy. I'm 15. I'm totally in love.
My dad straight up was a car customizer and boat valet. Just like the most fucking weird blue collar jobs you could
What's
have.
a boat valet?
Like
You
a guy
park people at the marina?
Yeah, they come up to the marina like for a restaurant, like a dockside restaurant, because he's from Long Island as well. And he would just jump on the boat and like let the people jump off, and then he would park it for them and bring it around for them when they were done.
Parking a boat compared to parking a car, like I hope you get much bigger tips. I gotta imagine you ding that fucking boat. It's so easy to ding a boat.
If someone gives you $1 for parking your boat, if you own a fucking boat, you have to tip higher than $1.
Oh yeah.
But it was like a blue collar boat
responsibility.
town. It was like a fishing boat town more than a regular, like than a wealthy boat.
I once took out a Sweet 16. I guess that means it's 16 feet long. It's like a sailboat that's 2 or 3 people, man, I think. And I didn't know shit, but it was in a camp. They're like, so you're taking out the Sweet 16, and 3 amateurs who didn't know what we're doing. We got on it, but the wind caught the sail and we were going straight. When you're going straight, everything's fine. And then it was like, oh, fuck, it's time. Turn. Okay. Then we turned and we got that. We're like, great. And it's time to go in. The counselor's like going, come on in, come on in. And so we're coming in towards the dock. So guess what happens? We don't know how to fucking brake. Stop a sailboat. So we are going as fast as you can go in a sailboat into the marina, and three of us know how to brake. And the counselors are on the dock going, whoa, no, stop. And we don't know how to stop it. We know we're going home. I don't know if you've ever seen a sailboat slam into a dock.
Wow. Did you damage it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we didn't get.
Well, yeah, it was like that fucking ferry that crashed in New York. It's just like smashed in at full speed. So I'm glad you survived that, Besser.
Yes, I gotta stop manning boats.
Because people die on the water all the time. Just 2 years ago, there was a tour boat that filled up with water and they drowned. Right, John? Oh.
These are some of my favorite people to smoke with. The guy who brings up fucking boat deaths the second you get high.
That's what happens when you get high. Boating accidents.
Remember all those people who died in your town?
All of them high on weed. That's what happens. Ladder accidents. Lawnmower. Miss.
All right. How about this? No one's ever. There's never been any shooters that were high. Active shooters.
Really? Is
What
that a
about the
fact?
Vegas
It sounds
guy?
like a great fact.
Oh, you mean
Ve-
on weed? Yeah.
The Vegas guy had like 9 guns going at once. He had to be like, like like spinning plates.
So wait, is that the evidence?
That guy is not a pot
I'm not
smoker.
positive what kind of point you're trying to make.
The style of shootings of each of these people, and I can tell you they were high.
Jesus Christ, Rob.
Spinning plates.
You couldn't pull that off. Yeah.
So yeah, he
He couldn't have been high. It's too difficult.
McVeigh probably high.
No.
All right, John, get us out of here. Get out of this hole, John. Don't you see the rope?
Well, you
up
know who
there?
was high? Ted Kaczynski saved us.
He looks like
Is anyone? Are you guys doing anything to celebrate the holiday, and especially for yourselves? I guess this question is for Ben and Jerry. I'm having a lot of fun saying that.
I'm doing this. I'm parenting, and school is keeping the school thing going is just like it's really hard.
Oh man, don't do that, man. It's not working. It's
just
a lost year for the kids. Just don't even try.
But that's almost harder for us too. Like the good thing about school is at least it creates a little structure.
Yeah.
Like anyway, so that's going. But yeah. But honestly, actually, this year, because of we're in California, obviously the state of decriminalization, it's fully we're all in the clear. It has been tripping me out thinking about people in prison for cannabis crimes. It's making it more and more absurd. The more socially acceptable it becomes in these parts of the country,
Well,
so
it's literally just been deemed essential in a lot of
yeah. So just
like in a lot of areas. So it's like
that really blew my mind
it's
today.
essential, then get the fuck out of jail. Like get him
Hey
out
guys,
of jail.
we have a new guest to the show, Seshi. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey,
How you
Seshi.
doing? What's up, Matt? It's
It's-
Chesky. It's Chesky.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chesky. You'll forgive me because I admit I'm a new fan.
It's
I
all
told you
good.
that.
I appreciate it. I can't believe you found my shit.
Chesky.
Yeah, pasa. What's up?
I might jump off, guys. I'm gonna go back
Okay,
to.
Ben
back to
Lee,
full-time
thanks
job.
for
Thank
joining
you so
us.
much for including me. It was so fun.
Thanks for playing, Ben. That was
Right
awesome.
on. See you
Parents
guys later. Have a
good.
great day.
Always good to see you, bud. Be good.
So I just got turned on to your music. You could say you're a indie hip hop artist. I'm sure that's where you're found in the record store, but you are so eclectic in your sound. I have 3 of your CDs. I know I'm making a lot of old references like record stores and CDs. But
That's good. Well, I like that.
you have so many
On Columbia
Besser-
Records and Tapes.
so many different. Check out the CD, guys. This is a cool one. You see that?
That is
Check
cool as
this out.
fuck,
Watch
isn't
this.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool CD art, listeners. Anyway,
It's a product
you
of
got a
acid,
lot
I'm
of
sure.
different sounds. You're not just hip hop. A lot of your songs you could say is, whatever. It sounds like the Yvette Brothers or something. So much respect to that. That's cool.
Thank you.
But
Where
like
did you find it?
I think I saw you at a year ends list, someone's year's end list. So I checked it out. The way it was described sounded up my alley, and it was indeed.
Cool. That's great.
But a lot of hip hop artists say their name in every song. If not, do you say your name in songs?
Not really. I was
See?
cursed with this name at birth.
See,
My-
so
my full name is
how-
Julio Francesco, and my
Okay.
mother called me Chesky since I was a baby. So that's
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Chesky.
We have
No, I
another
like that.
guest here,
Francesco.
not musical, comedian. Well, he is a musical guy. Look at this guy. Look at this clown. John Gimber licking, folks.
Hey.
Looking with his spit guard. What are you doing with that?
Got the setup.
You don't need that
I
for a
got
laptop.
the gear.
Oh my goodness.
I got all the gear.
Coming in 100. Love it. Chesky, this is John Gimber licking.
What's up,
Gimberling.
Yeah.
So, John, we were just talking.
with the popper stuff, yeah.
Oh, listeners, we're getting a little Howie Mandel routine right here.
Oh, shit.
Little Jonathan Winters. So,
Welcome, John.
welcome,
Oh,
John.
shit.
Do you hear us? He's gonna freeze up. I bet.
We're just queued up this the musical guys.
That's it. He's gone.
So while we're waiting for John to get back, Chesky,
Hello?
can you grace us with a song?
Yeah,
Hi,
sure,
John.
sure.
That would be amazing. John, we're gonna focus on our musical guest now, so no more
Okay.
shenanigans for
You hear the guitar?
3
Okay?
minutes.
We will shoot the family dog in the backyard and then tell the kids we dropped it off down at the dairy farm. Screaming from the forest sounds like 50 babies being murdered in Italian horror films about baby murders. Pretty all black fisher cats sing songs of rage, 'cause the world is dark and unfair and you haven't found a mate. While you cry and sink with crows at 6, I'm bored and forced to think about the cycle of life and all that bullshit. When it's quiet, I'm forced to think about myself. So I'm speaking through the silence to nobody else. Pretty black fisher cat, convince me that it will be alright. Then claw my face off so I won't have to wash it tonight. Yeah, claw my face off so I won't have to wear it tonight. I've become what I hated most, too many times to count. If I can't trust myself, then I won't trust a soul. Animals biting chunks of each other's flesh all reside inside my mind before I settle down to rest. There's images of people slicing my neck, dicing my flesh, and simmering my meat in fry pans for breakfast. With my dick and balls and guts ground up and stuffed into a sausage wrapper, grilled to a shade of Seattle gray, surrounded by the laughter. I can't trust myself, so I won't trust a soul. If they eat me, I will haunt them forever. Come back in virus form, a parasitic worm. Intestines of all of my enemies will bleed. They'll regret the day they ever fucked with me. We were broke and fed the hamster to the dog. We were broke again and cut the dog's tail off. Made some dog tail soup with mustard packets from 7-Eleven. Oh, little Jimmy, all dogs go to heaven. No, don't cry, Jimmy, all dogs go to heaven. No, don't cry, Jimmy, all dogs go to heaven. That's a promise to Pat. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
My enemies
Yeah, it's like
will
more like the folk
regret
stuff.
the day they fucked with me.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
That was really cool, dude.
Thanks for having me on here.
Hey, what's the line about playing through the darkness and nobody? How's that go?
Fuck. I don't
You
know.
only can do it when it's in order, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm really terrible about remembering those.
But the second thing I was going to say, it's amazing. It's like someone you could say is anyone in a play, but how do you remember all them words? Like,
There's a lot of fucking words.
You have a
yes.
lot of lyrics, man.
Yeah.
Hard to spit.
And I'm really bad at just like pointing out one line of it. I don't know. It's something about having to talk to myself because I don't remember. You gotta listen back.
Man, today's the day to not remember.
The thing that you just said. Yeah.
You know, they say 9/11, never forget, but it's 420. It's okay to forget.
Always forget.
Always forget. 420.
You know, I grew up poor.
How different is this day for you compared to every other quarantine day?
Yeah. I started at 1:20 PDT rather than 3 p.m., which is the time I make myself way to for just to feel like I have some self-control.
I got in my car about 9:30 and went shopping for marijuana.
How long did you stay in line?
There were no lines at my place.
Oh, nice. Lucky.
I was like, there's only one crazy person here. Let's let him in.
Urban trees.
Urban trees. That's where I used to go.
It's very nice,
Ah.
good. Just there's not a lot of people in there at once. It's good.
On Ventura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The valley.
Hey, maybe I'll buy you a hat, Gumberling. Maybe I'll buy you a hat for your birthday.
Ah.
Oh, thank you.
Urban trees hat.
Love it.
So Chesky, where are you? Are you in California?
I'm in LA right now. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Do you live here?
Glassell Park. I do currently. I was actually moving out. I was supposed to go back to the East Coast. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get out, so I've been quarantined here for.
But you tour. You're on. This totally sucks for you because you tour a lot, right? You do.
Yeah, it's for like 80% of the year.
Yeah, you do living room. What'd you call them? Living room shows.
Yeah, I do everything.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
But seriously, folks,
Tiny
you got
shows,
to get
big shows.
his. I'm gonna spell it because it's not CH. It's CESCHI. Pronounced Chesky, but he's saying it wrong. Really, I'm the one
No,
saying
he's
it right.
not saying that. He's not. It's his name.
Seschi. That's how you say it.
No. He's
No,
saying
no.
it right.
But if you
That's how he
imagine
wants-
that there's a Fran in front of it in the Spanish Italian way, then you know how it ends up being Chesky. Yeah.
When you
Sister
said,
Dorman?
you said the
Chesky.
name, I thought it was like a French lady that was going to come on.
So sorry.
One word
to
name.
disappoint you.
Seschi.
She played with.
Coming in here.
She did an album with Velvet Underground.
Nico is coming on.
Hi, Gamberling. How's your 420?
Hi.
I'm moving into
Gracious.
this.
What's that tincture?
This is the mint I got for when I bought an eighth. I got this for a penny or something like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
20 milligrams. Here we go.
Cheers.
Penny.
Ah!
What's
Wait.
the least you can pay for your drugs?
It's a race to the bottom, baby.
Chesky, do you get high? Are you a pot smoker?
Are you celebrating the holiday?
Shit, I actually went to prison for marijuana. So for a long time I couldn't smoke. I really like CBD now for my anxiety and stuff. I realized like I'm more of a CBD guy. And I actually
Wow, that was a hot button question for you. Sorry. Terrible.
It's all good. I went to prison 2013. And I talk a lot about it on the Broken Bone Ballads record, if you hear that one.
I guess I'm not paying attention to the lyrics yet, am I? Really stepped into that one.
What was that
just
album called? Sorry, Broken
Bone Ballads.
Oh,
I finished that one when I got out.
Oh, okay.
It was.
How long were you in prison for?
I did 4 months for weed sales.
Jesus.
I don't want to like bring the party down here.
Well, no,
if you're okay talking about it, I mean,
Yeah.
do you mind? Was it for buying or selling, or do you mind?
I was set up in a sales deal.
Okay.
It was like I basically took a hit for a lot of other people. but
Yeah,
not
that's
for some
always
people.
how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I have two of my best friends are in federal right now for a big weed. They're in for years, like 4 and 8 years.
So a lot of states are just wholesale letting people go, like California. So I assume they're not in California.
In Connecticut, that was Connecticut.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so they were busted in Connecticut, and it's a federal case, so it was much bigger. It was a conspiracy charge, which is like, is the way that the feds fuck you severely, is by basically being like, oh, this guy's a leader. This is a whole pyramid, and these rats get out way earlier than others that don't, So it's a.
Oh.
It still happens to this day. I mean, they just went in months ago. So
See, y'all thought I was a bummer, didn't you? You thought I was a bummer. Listen to reality.
it's good to talk about on a day like this, you know?
Yeah, no.
Happy 420.
Listen to
Oh,
Vicky.
fucking levity.
Listen to
I'm
what
like,
he's saying.
I'm like dancing, opening up different weed products.
Wearing
So
his sunglasses
I'm
inside.
like living the fucking dream because I'm white and do this in California. Like, you know, like it's such fucking bullshit.
It's just wild to know that like huge chunks of my life and my friends' lives have been taken. You know,
For this thing that's now like on billboards and shit.
Exactly. That there's like people in Denver. Like I remember going to doing 420 in Denver the first year it got legalized, and there's just like dudes in Dr. Seuss hats and fucking like weed shirts.
I'm so
just like,
glad
wow,
we're
I
allowed
went to
to
prison
wear
for this.
Dr. Seuss hats now.
I don't know if Dr. Seuss ever wore that hat. That was the cat in the hat.
Yes, right. That's true.
It was modeled after a hat the doc liked to wear when he was writing.
So to answer your question,
He
Matt,
wore first.
I have that old paranoia still about like I don't know.
Yeah. That's the
When
most.
you
I
got
hear ya.
When you got arrested, was that in Connecticut?
Yeah, it was.
Fucking Connecticut.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
like a
Connecticut.
Yeah,
controlled
Connecticut
delivery,
sucks.
and
Fuck Connecticut.
they threatened my whole family, and
Oh fuck, dude.
yeah, basically, yeah, it was fucked up.
Bullshit.
So what's the legal? What's the laws there right now?
It's medical. It's
But-
not rec yet. It's rec
But-
like everywhere around it, but it's
Yeah,
like
they
New
can
York.
drive. They can drive to fucking
Jersey?
Massachusetts, like half east
Yeah.
side of. They can drive to either New Jersey or Massachusetts, depending on what side of Connecticut you're on now.
It's like New
Mhm.
York, right? New York's
Yeah.
still. It's like decriminalized for I think half an
But
ounce. or something.
But even medical can't buy flour. New York has like weird loopholes and shit. I mean, Connecticut had the longest running fucking. I mean, I'm from Long Island. I'm from the East Coast, so
Yeah.
Connecticut was always in the conversation. They always had the worst beer laws too. It was like you couldn't drink on Sundays, you can't buy before it and shit like that. And it's
Gabrus could pass the bar exam on controlled substance laws.
Well, Connecticut didn't ratify that agreement until 1994.
I thought Massachusetts had that too, because I remember being in Boston and you'd be there Saturday.
laws.
It'd be
Blue laws,
Saturday at 11:59. They come and pick up your full pitcher, and you'd be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
what's going on?"
It's some old school fucking Christian
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, some Puritan shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
They changed the Sunday
Jesus.
law like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the I guarantee the NFL was like, if you know, making pastors choose like Jesus Christ or fucking football. We got to sell
Football.
on Sundays, and they're like, "Got it, sir." I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I'm out of control here. I'm out of pocket.
All right, Chesky, you don't have to talk about now, but back in the day, what was your strain of choice?
I gotta say Blue Dream, and
Yeah,
it's because I
classic.
have a very personal. I remember breaking down pounds of Blue Dream, and my grandmother loving the smell. so it has like this nostalgic smell to me.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like a beautiful flower, especially when it's grown.
Oh, Chesky, break those buds near me. I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
We appreciate you doing just an old lady voice and not any guessing ethnicity voices.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a pretty. She barely spoke
Just gonna
English.
hit it
So.
with the standard old lady voice.
Pretty good.
I'll do the abuelita.
Oh, yeah.
Here to do the abuelita. Oh, please bring those things to me. Hijo.
Dios te bendiga. Horacio.
No green
Sí, amigo.
crack, just the Blue Dream.
Ay, que lindo! Ay, que lindo! That's what my friend's abuela used to say and squeeze my cheeks when I was a kid, and that's burned into my head. She was Cuban, and she would always be,
Oh,
ay,
that's
que lindo! And just pinch me, and I'd be like, ah.
Yeah, I had big cheeks too. I mean, you know.
Raj,
And
I'm
I
assuming
always
we had
got
similar
pinched.
paths.
Always got pinched.
Yeah, me
Then I
too.
got old and no one pinched me again.
I had no cheeks, and I'd get phantom pinches to the side of my face. They were always awkward.
Wouldn't they pull your nose?
Yeah, they pull my juice out. I'm half Jewish, folks. So anyway, I was once doing a singing
Steamroller?
This is a bubbler.
Oh,
Bubbler,
nice.
okay.
I was once doing a singing telegram in Skokie, Illinois, in a very Jewish Hasidic neighborhood. And I showed up and they let me inside, and the kid I was supposed to sing for wasn't in the house. He was down the street. And they were like, okay, we'll get him. We'll get Shlomo. Come on, folks. We'll get Shlomo. And meanwhile, I sat and I was dressed as a clown. And they were like, they're like, sit on the couch and wait for Shlomo to get here. And the whole family was sitting around me, and they started making fun of my nose. And they're like, because I didn't have on my clown nose. It was a painted red nose, not a clown nose. And
You
they were
need
like,
all the clown noses, right?
What's that?
You need 2 clown noses taped together.
That's not right. So they would get the joke. A guy came up to me and pinched my nose and said, "Look at the schnauz on this one."
What? How old were you, Besser? Like
in my 20s.
Oh my God.
I was delivering a singing telegram and waiting for a kid to come, and he went and grabbed my nose and went like honk honk and went, "Look at the schnauz on this one." And I went, "What?" Like they would treat me like I wasn't real.
Well, that's what you do with singing telegrams, man. That's what you can do with it. You can do whatever you want.
That's a singing telegram. It's a
kick them in the balls, grab their asses.
Yeah. My nephew paid $45. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to. Now get
Shoot
on
him
all
in the back of
fours
the head.
and eat this dog food.
Crumple them up, throw them in the trash can.
The first one on that same gig was Zorro, the Kissing Bandit. And I delivered some balloons to a secretary and sang a song. And then everybody started chanting, "Kiss him," or "Kiss her," or "Kiss him." And I was like, they assumed that was part of the package.
The kissing.
I don't know. I don't
Wait a minute.
remember the end of the story, but I definitely did not kiss her, and I backed out of it.
Oh, that is so
Who
unacceptable.
hired this guy? George, you hired this guy who was supposed to do the kissing, right? At 4?
How gross having to kiss a secretary.
Kiss her, sword fight him.
It's $20.
Listen, I just deliver flowers, man. It's bang every fat broad that works with you.
Now look, I know Hey, look, today's your first day as a singing Zorro. Heads up, sometimes in the office they'll start a chant. You got to do whatever they start chanting. They say, kill yourself. They might tell you to fuck something or someone. You got to do it, all right? Fuck that plant. Fuck that plant. You're like looking around like, what?
Oh, you're going as Jolly Green Giant today. Okay, good luck. What?
You gotta love this.
Wait,
You guys gotta love the Zorro character I got. Huh?
Did they think you were her boyfriend, like bringing balloons?
Whoops, I think we accidentally saw someone down there.
Is that your buddy, John?
No, I don't know who that is.
Aaron Carter?
Did we get bombed? Zoom bomb?
They're saying remove that guy.
Who is Aaron Carter? Isn't that a member of a boy band?
Is that Nick Carter? That was definitely a fake name.
We got Zoom bombed. That's the first time I've seen that.
Man, that was Aaron Carter. Come on.
Did look like Aaron Carter.
If we got a Zoom bomb, that's a good sign because I didn't know if anybody was watching this shit. So if there's enough people watching that people are willing to Zoom bomb, then we're not doing bad.
Jesky, let us know. How do you Zoom bomb? I'm not familiar with the.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I just know that there's a lot of my friends are teachers, and they were like, "Yeah, kids will go on and just like put a picture of a horse's dick or something in the middle of the class." I have no idea how to do it.
Wasn't that the guy?
Was it him?
Was it Aaron
was it?
There he is, right there.
Hey.
I don't know.
I don't know. That might be the real.
This does
Aaron
not
Carter.
seem like something I belong in.
That's okay. Hi, Aaron Carter.
Aaron,
Was that Aaron Carter?
That was him, man.
Wait, Aaron Carter is the name of the FBI agent that busted Chester. What the fuck?
The name of the trepidatious FBI agent.
This doesn't seem like something I belong in.
Oh, hell yeah. That makes me so much happier. I literally just said, oh, maybe enough people are watching that someone's actually Zoom bombing. Instead, it's someone just accidentally landing here.
Somebody manually typing the Zoom link in and getting the last number wrong.
And I'm wondering if people, like, if you accidentally open it up to this and it just says "smoke me up," what the fuck do you think? Like, what could this possibly be?
That's not Grandma.
He popped in twice. He made that choice twice.
Yeah.
He tried again. He's like 515, and then just hits a button.
He's like copying it from a piece of paper.
Yeah. Someone gave him a handwritten URL.
He sent the
Zoom.
link. He wrote it down on a post-it note, and then he tried to punch it in. Fucking Aaron Carter doesn't know how to use email.
What boy band is he in?
He's the brother of a Backstreet Boy.
Yes.
But he's not. But he's not a Backstreet Boy.
He rapped.
He had a
He
solo.
was on the
career.
reality show. He had a reality show, and then he was like in like, I think like some of the other shows where reality show stars go to after they have their own reality show. Like I feel like he was in like
a rehab show,
like a celebrity rehab or something. I do feel like it was something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
not doing well. Yeah,
No.
he's been. He was like on Dr. Phil and stuff too.
Yeah.
talking about how his mom's
That-
an asshole.
And he's been like how he's
talking
addicted
about
to like Zoom bombing podcasts and jerking off and shit like that. Trying to come while he's on camera on a Zoom stream.
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. Oh.
I guess this is
Get
something we're supposed to be. Goodbye.
I do kind of wish we had a more exciting Zoom bomb.
Yeah.
He's on the phone with his sponsor right now going, I had a relapse, man.
I said I shouldn't be there when I was there. But I stayed till I orgasmed.
Yeah, come over tonight, Aaron. We'll talk about it.
What street you still on, brother?
I'm on Sunset, man, but across the street from the Chick-fil-A. You know how I do.
Did he marry Ashley Simpson? I think that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Did they do? I feel like they did a Christmas special together. Everybody.
I can't back that up. I feel like we just conflated like 11
just gonna believe you
celebrities
guys.
under 30. We don't have normally if you're doing some shit like this, you get like constant feedback, like where people are typing, "No, you're wrong. You're fat."
Hey,
whatever.
dumbass. Hey, dumbass.
Yeah, this is kind of fun that we don't have any of that. We're just
There'll be a
being
week
wrong
before we
about
find
shit.
out.
Yeah.
So
Aaron
Chester,
Carter, 3 hours ago, Aaron Carter back together with ex-girlfriend weeks after her domestic violence arrest.
her, does that mean she hit him? Right?
I don't know. You want me to read the article?
Sure.
Yeah,
He is pretty frail.
Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about boat deaths, the injustice of the drug system here in America. Now let's get into fucking domestic abuse. It's 420. Let's hit all three. Jesus Christ.
They haven't even gotten into Hitler's birthday yet.
It's not real domestic abuse. It's the girl on guy kind.
Okay, right.
All right, bow tie.
I think you're pulling the bow tie a little tight.
If I myself.
Don't pull it too tight. We know you'll come.
All right, stay home companion.
Professor LeFuck.
Authorities determined she was the aggressor and took her to jail.
By the way,
when I heard Hope Solo was beating on people, I was like, yeah, I would hate to have Hope Solo beat on me.
Strong woman.
Yeah. Is anyone else's partner in another room on business calls all day because they have to have a real job and work from home? Because I just went out to get a drink before, and I really felt that I'm in a different world than she is. I was like,
Just cranking Riders on the Storm on electric guitar directly above her office.
I'm working.
I literally like ran out. I ate like a steak over the fucking sink, and I was like, I'm on a live stream. I gotta be right back. Like, I'm sorry.
That'll work.
She's getting us income and fucking health insurance, and I'm like, I'll be right back. I gotta smoke my 5th joint of the afternoon.
I like you eating steak on the move. I just picture just a big old fucking New York strip in your hand.
Yeah, I chopped it up with some white rice just to get down some more leftovers, you know? I sound like a fucking absolute pig. So just to get down this rest of this garbage that we were going to throw out.
You got filet mignon today? Is that what you said?
I got, no, just some grass-fed sirloin. You know, Tiff doesn't eat beef, so I have some like not old frozen steaks, but frozen steaks that have been in the freezer for a bit. I pop them for lunch every once in a while.
Is she complete vegetarian?
No, she'll eat chicken and fish. Thank fucking God. Because she's the cook.
Is that like California sober, California vegetarian?
Yeah, that's like East
Just
Coast
no
vegetarian,
beef.
right? I think like Texas vegetarian means you eat chicken and fish, and then maybe California sober means you smoke weed and do shrooms, and then
Third one.
I went to think of
North
a third.
Dakota.
I tried to come up with a third one, and then the only one that came into my head was an actual Josh Gondelman joke, and I'm like, am I even doing his setup right now? I'm like
20 minutes later, you're just doing George Carlin routines. John, stop.
No, motherfucker is one of the 7 words, man.
You got supersize, downsize, upsize.
Chesky, are you a guy? You're on the road all the time, so you probably don't make your own meals that often. Are you doing something you haven't done before now?
Yeah, I'm cooking a lot. I was about to ask, what are you all eating? I don't know. I'm making soups. I made like Brazilian.
New guest, Charlie Mountain in the house.
Hey.
Johnny, what's up? Do you hear us?
I'm getting my shit working. There we go. Okay.
There you are.
Hold on. What's up?
How's it going?
Your shit is working.
Frequent Improv for Humans music guest.
Oh my gosh.
Now you were recently on as Charlie Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I love calling people by, I told you this last time, just by their band name.
Oh yeah, call me by my band name.
Yeah. I like that. Chesky, Chesky is your band name. You don't go by your full name.
Yeah, Chesky.
Yeah, there you go.
That makes it easy.
I'm cursed with that one. I don't know.
Well, now you know how to say it. Seschai.
Yeah, I guess it's not easy. I have been watching for the past half an hour, so I learned Chesky. So.
When you mention it in the podcast,
you've done more research than Besser has.
Yeah.
I think you said you kept saying seshi on the podcast.
Sushi. Where would I have found that? Where would I have found that?
I don't know.
On
also,
Wikipedia, is there a phonetic?
Yeah, maybe Wikipedia.
Well, to be fair, like I know that I use this example all the time, but I didn't know how to say Hermione. I was saying Hermione until I saw the movie. So I was like 10 years off. Yeah. So until you hear someone else say it, sometimes you just have like your own mental shorthand for it. And once you have to say it out loud.
My dad was saying Reggie music for years. Until I said, what? Reggae?
Oh my God, that was so off. I didn't even. I was like Reggie music. I was like, what band is that? Reggie? Who's that? Oh my God, Reggie music.
That's Jamaican Reggie music.
That's just standard Reggie dad shit, though. Is getting it kind of wrong.
That strong dad energy is
strong.
Doubling down when you have the phrase slightly off. No, they say it like that in a lot of places. You're like, no, they definitely. I've never heard that. I'm at school now. All my teachers say that that's wrong. The word, I have such a bad accent on behalf of my parents that I remember my first written paper I did in like 2nd grade. I had the word gonna, Gonna, in there instead of going to so many times that the teacher was like, you know, this isn't a real word, right? I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Oh, no.
William Faulkner.
Even my dad was like, so it's like if you have to go to the store in the morning, you're gonna go in. I'm like, I had no idea. I was like,
You gotta learn your contractions.
Yeah.
Two.
He had no ability to say it right.
Yeah, he's like, if it's multiple guys, it's two, it's use, you, use, them. You're like, what? I'm sorry, I'm stepping on the musical guest. I'm
Yes,
just
Johnny.
so fucking high.
Well,
Oh,
let's
no, it's
find out.
fine.
Let's find out what Charlie Mountain is smoking today.
Charlie Mountain is smoking some White Buffalo.
Ah,
White
I'm
Buffalo,
A big fan of White Buffalo.
Yeah, it was just like my, the dispensary I go
That was
to.
that was my high school rap name.
But nailed it.
I wish I'm gonna just mute myself. So if you see my mouth move, don't worry about it.
Yeah. No, it's great. They were just running a special on it at the dispensary I go to. I go to Green Earth Collective in Highland Park, and they were running because they wanted everybody to be able to stock up for the quarantine. So it was like a good price on an ounce. So I went for it. And
let me hear
that's
the
where I'm at.
ounce. Let's all guess. Let's do prices right on an ounce. I'm gonna say.
Are we doing pre-tax or post-tax?
Ooh, well, that's
Post-tax.
tough. We got to go post-tax. I guess.
Post-tax.
Where? What state?
California.
We're all in Cali.
Keep in mind, it's a sweet ass deal.
200.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 150.
150. Lower than 150.
Does everybody want to register a vote?
I was gonna say
and then-
175.
140.
178.
140, ding ding, out the door, including
140?
tax. Including
Hell
tax.
yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. Did you already
Holy
have that written
shit.
out?
No, I wrote it
Holy
down.
shit!
Are you guys on?
I think
yeah,
you just
so-
bought some ditch weed from 20 years ago.
No, it's great. It's actually 20, what is it? It says it on here somewhere. 21%, 22%. So, it's not
It's
bad.
nice. I used to think I wanted more percentage, and once you get past 26, I'm getting too jazzed up.
At a certain point, it's just like, how stupid are you trying to get? And I try
Right.
and keep my tolerance low for financial reasons,
Yeah, sure.
That's smart. I got.
If money was no object, I would be smoking all the best weed all the time. You know what I mean? But nobody's, yeah.
Yeah, you
was
can
my
get
rap name
high
in high
very
school.
affordably. What was your rap name?
The last sentence spoke.
I already forgot
You
what it
can't
was.
keep doing that for the next hour, just saying that's my rap name in high school, dude.
Thanks for boiling
Especially
down
after-
the premise of the joke when he asked you a follow-up question.
Ooh,
No,
House
my
of
rap
Ounces
name
in
is the
LA.
last thing you said.
My rap name is the last thing you said.
And then I don't even remember what the last thing I said was. So,
Hey, remember, 420, never remember.
hey, 420, never remember.
Okay, Charlie Mountain, do you have a song for us to play? And when you do, don't knock over that bong with your guitar.
I know, right?
I
I'll
could see that
play
happening.
I feel like I'm high enough already. I took some edibles before this. I'm gonna rip that bong at some
Okay.
point on this video in honor of the day,
Oh,
but maybe not before I play a song.
okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna play a song that I played on your podcast just like a couple weeks ago. Can you believe? A couple weeks, by the way. A month and a half has gone by since
I was so near you. I was within 6 feet.
we were just there,
4
and
or
we were
5
just.
feet.
It was before everything got canceled, so we were like, "Oh, you think this is gonna be a big deal?" And now here we are.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I spit on you. That was weird.
Wow.
You guys
Okay.
ate out of the same salad bar, right? With no hands and no utensils.
Yeah.
We ate at the same cottage cheese bowl with our fingers.
You went to the same wet market in Wuhan, right?
In Wuhan.
We were at the same.
Hurry up and
Wet
play
market.
before.
No, thank you.
I also had some edibles before this. I decided to go for it. I'm on like 50 edibles. They're not, they haven't, 50 milligrams edibles, they haven't fully kicked in yet, but I'm on the way. Anyway, I'm just going to play this song. This is a song called Best Bet, Let Shit Go. And it's about chilling the fuck out. Here we go. Long nights on a long road, best bets just let shit go. Late bloom to an unknown, best bets just let shit go. No shame in ending when you've seen firsthand how it goes. No sense pretending when your best bets just let shit go. Best bets just let shit go. Sunsets on a pink sky. Best bets just let shit die. Hard rain on a goodbye. Best bets just let shit ride. No shame in ending when you've seen firsthand from both sides. No sense pretending when your best bets just let shit ride. Best bets just let shit ride. Let it ride. Let it roll. Give it time. Let it go. Oh, oh, oh. No shame in ending when you've seen firsthand from both coasts. No sense pretending when your best bets just let shit go. Best bets just let shit go. Best bets just let shit go. Best bets just let shit go.
I love that song.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Right.
That song's out now. I just had an EP that I put out yesterday. It's sort of like rough around the edges, but I'm really proud of it. And it was sort of like you never know these days from which day to the next what is gonna happen. So I'm like, I better put this music out before it's too late.
That was real good. Thank you.
Charlie Mountain.
awesome.
I guess I'm gonna take off. I don't know.
Chesky, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you. That was
Chesky, you were great too. I really loved the song that you played. Also, it was
Thank you
funny
for
to
having
me
me
because
on, everyone. This is cool.
Besser was like, he does like hip hop. It's like hip hop stuff, and then you just played like this badass folk punk song. I loved it.
Very cool.
Listeners,
Thank you,
people
Chesky.
watching this, buy Chesky's shit. You can't. Musicians can't go on tour and make money now, so buy their shit, buy their EPs, their merch, their LPs, or whatever.
Yeah, and Chesky has
purchase
just, you got to get the full album. You can't just buy a song. If someone said, where do I start with him? I'd say you have to start with an album because it. I love This Won't Last Forever. That's a good example of your hip hop to get a taste of that, listeners. But yeah, get his shit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for popping on, dude. I appreciate that.
This is great.
Yeah. See you, my man.
Bye.
That's how we like to do it. Keep the first musical guest watching.
Yeah.
The second musical guest performance.
Overlap.
Let's see how they interact. I like their interaction.
Yeah, no, it's nice to hear a compliment from a musician. It's like the couch. It's like the couch on Carson.
Real.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I mean,
you have
honestly,
to choose when it's time to go.
Not to be too sappy tender about it, but it's kind of nice to have the like post gig chit chat.
Yeah.
I had some friends the other day. Who did a live stream, and they scheduled a Zoom afterwards. They were like, "Let's do a private Zoom afterwards so we can all say good gig." when it's over.
That's really cute.
It's green room Zoom.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
That's what that's what me, Besser, and Horatio did when we tried to record a 15-minute segment for my podcast. We just went and got stoned on Zoom. It was the green room chat for this performance. Are we ready for 3 hours tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what makes it
Horatio,
a little dangerous.
Are you peeing?
No. No.
You are.
It really sounds like you are. It sounds like a bathroom kind of echo.
Well,
Wait,
I'm
are you
about
guys?
to-
Are you guys on speaker view or gallery view? If you do gallery view, you can see everyone.
Oh,
I'm on
And
gallery,
Raj-
all right.
Yeah, and Raj is 100%. I mean, people on YouTube, I think, can see that you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm on gallery. Yeah.
All right, it sounds like John just found it.
You guys want to see my pretty view?
Oh, it is a pretty view.
It's
So you're going to
beautiful.
show us some disgusting party bathroom.
Oh yeah, just keep in mind we don't want to.
That's what Zoom's really being used for.
Oh, I've been jerking off for my old New York buds so much lately.
All right, everyone's snacking out.
Oh, what's that there? That mason jar thing.
Oh, this is my little
Homemade.
bong. It's from a this company called Print Puff Pass. They make
Oh.
they do like printed 3D printed bongs, but this one like folds up into this mason jar.
Oh, that's
They
so
3D
sick.
printed a mason jar?
They didn't print the mason jar. Yeah, you got it.
What is it?
I'll
But
show
the
you.
part
Look,
that goes on top is all 3D printed?
this part like unscrews, yeah, and then it like folds into itself. Yeah,
That's pretty clever.
If you have that in your bag at TSA, that guy, the guy will just nod to you like, "No, no."
Whoa, cool jar.
Whoa, I don't know what the hell that thing is. It looked like when you pulled it out, it looked like it could be anything.
The key is you hide it inside your dildo, whatever it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just a
Very good to
dildo.
Look
Straight
at
up
Jerry.
though, I've done that before. You hide the weed below all the sex toys because the sex toys make people really nervous, and then they're like, no, I'll put it back.
That's smart.
Yeah, and you don't clean your sex toys either. You know, those are, so those it's below my dirty sex toys.
What? What is like my butt plug? It's my prized butt plug.
Just label the outside of the bag butt plugs.
I just have
Dirty
a-
butt plugs, used butt plugs to be
just-
washed.
Be washed.
I just have a
Inspect-
backpack full of weed and dirty toilet paper.
Inspect my cock ring, please. Please do.
Oh,
PSA.
Touch them. Touch them all you want. Touch them for uranium.
They do have compartments inside those butt plugs, right?
Oh
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do
You
you
can
keep
hollow
in
them
there?
out like
Compartment
hollow them out
inside,
like
yeah.
Sammy Sosa.
No, they make the ones that are already hollow, so you can put the vibrator inside the butt plug.
Yeah. Or the
Get me high enough, and I'll tell you everything.
I think we're on milligram number 35. We're learning.
Oh shit! I forgot about that edible. God damn it!
Don't we always?
I didn't know Sammy
My
Sosa
eyes
had
are
weed in
slowly
his back.
closing. Yeah, he corked his
Yeah.
back with sativa.
Wait, really?
Mark McGuire with Indica. And that's why they had
That was their rivalry. That was the drugs involved. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you from California?
No, I'm from Georgia originally.
Uh-oh. So when was the first time you smoked weed then?
The first time I smoked weed was in college. My neighbor had one of those like tabletop vapes.
What
so
state are we in college?
We're in Georgia, and it is the year 2007, maybe.
Okay.
Eight.
I got it. I wrote it all down.
Yeah.
Jerry is the police. Don't forget.
Busted.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I
Got
didn't
it.
warn you. We do have a cop on the show.
Yeah, we had to
well,
hire
not
a guy.
quite, but I know the police though. I know them.
Neighborhood watch.
I know a lot of them. That's right.
He's just
Number
the old
one
man with
neighborhood
the bucket hat that's watching everybody in the neighborhood. You know, every neighborhood has an old man in a bucket hat who's like, "Hey."
I don't wear a bucket hat.
So yeah. So 2007. Go on.
No, I have an interesting relationship with weed because I was very like against it. I was like in high school, I was like straight edge, and I was like, drugs are bad, so I also still have to like unlearn a lot of that shame, I feel like now. So I like put it off for a really long time, but I like got high with my buddy in college and it was so fun, and we listened to music and like ate Oreos, and I was like, this is the best, but it's illegal and I'm good, so I'm not going to do it. So I just smoked weed like here and there until I moved to California in 2013 and I got that weed card, and then I started smoking all the time because I love to write music high, and write anything in general high, and just hang out. It's good for my anxiety and also it's fun.
I don't want to freak you out, but there's a wolf sneaking up on you. Don't turn around fast. There's a wolf right behind your shoulder.
Yeah, we should also remind Raj that he's recording on the edge of a cliff, so if he should just be careful with his chair.
Yeah, Raj, the nuclear attack from Terminator 2 is right behind you.
What happened?
Oh my God. My wife on here earlier noticed that John's got some really nice beams in his apartment.
Oh, that was your wife?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice
My wife.
beams.
As
Yeah,
I
she's-
said, they're structural.
Constantly, she's like, we should put some beams in. And I'm like, we don't need beams. She's like, they look great.
What's he
Yeah, I don't
Wife
think
isn't
you
Aaron
can-
Carter, is it?
Constant. I'm just kidding.
Did you get beams added, John, or those OG beams?
Yeah, these are a la carte beams.
Tinker Toy beams.
I've been saving up every quarter. I'm able to buy one beam, and I add it to my roof. Someday this will all be beams.
This is my garage.
Oh my God, it gets even better.
Yeah, it's
It
insane.
holds the whole structure together. So
Well, take it easy on the beams,
falling
John.
over.
It's a fancy garage.
You've been in my garage.
No, you never invited me inside it. Great garage.
Yeah, he doesn't invite you inside of it. He makes you go inside of it when you visit.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a fuck dungeon kidnapper. Oh boy, this again. That's right. I chloroform you. I drag you into my garage. I hang you from the beams.
There used to be way more beams than you try to hang me from it.
I know you still owe me 3 beams, Gabrus.
I'm telling you, just I need a couple more Matt Weldon ads, and you'll have a beam coming your way. It's dried up, Johnny. It's the pandemic. Nobody's buying
What are you
podcast
fucking
ads.
excuses? Just give me the beams.
I don't have the money. I promise you, beams. Y'all get the beams by next Friday.
Right. This isn't a beam. This is a railroad tie. Fucking
Come on,
dowel.
Johnny. Just use the railroad tie, will you? Oh shit! It's 3:20, which means it's 4:20 somewhere in
shit.
America,
All right. Let's all
like
do
in
it then.
Colorado. Yeah, everyone stand up, pull your dicks out, right? I was like, whoa! Let's all what?
That's right. Phoenix.
All right, here's some Colorado stoner trivia for you. So you know John Denver's song "Rocky Mountain High," right?
Correct.
Everybody knows that, right?
Did I got the first question right?
So the last lyric is "Sitting around a campfire, everybody's high." Right? That's like one of the last lyrics. He claimed for years it had nothing to do with getting high. He testified. Remember Tipper Gore in front of the FCC? He was part of that. He was part of that testifying, where he said, "You can't tell an artist what their lyrics mean, so don't tell me Rocky Mountain High is about, because it's not." And then when he died, they had a rock that there's some memorial that had the rocks with the lyrics of all his songs on it. and they took down that rock because of marijuana. Isn't that crazy? So he fought his whole life the lyric in that song.
You should put it back.
I should.
Yeah,
you do it.
Put that rock back.
Wait, do you think
Where's
it's just
that
being
rock?
Each time I
stolen
tell a
'cause it's
story, you
cool
go, you
lyric?
fix it. You do something. I can just tell a story without I have to fix it. Rock back.
Why are you telling the story if you're not going to fix it? You know all our stories been
I don't
good for
live there, and it's a big old rock. They're like, it weighs as much
Dude,
as
you don't have a car?
You need like a
Little trip.
Plane's also a country road, really, but up in the sky.
I thought it was a pickup
not.
or something on the road. How does a plane incorporate itself in that song?
Because if you don't have the right equipment, you can get lost up there, and sometimes you have to resort to country roads to get back on track or to find a local airport.
Oh, never thought about that aspect of the song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. Am I fired?
We're about to go out there again for the encore and do Rocky Mountain High. What just before we do Rocky Mountain High? Well, what are you doing a playing sound for all the songs?
Hey, and Mike, why don't you just save some gas when you're flying John home? You don't have to buzz the stage to do all these songs. Like why don't you just have a full tank when you leave the show? Okay, I'm a little stressed that all these times you're going back and forth. You might be using up some important fuel. Okay,
John, he died in a glider. That reference is so not working. Died in one of those planes that doesn't use energy.
It was
Yes,
not a
it
glider.
was. It was one of those one person. It wasn't like a crop duster.
He was in one of those like Da Vinci helicopters.
He was in a gyrocopter. He was in an airfield.
Like Jay Leno, he owns old planes.
Guys, he invented a flying machine. a turn of the century. H.G. Wells flying machine.
Johnny, what did John Denver die in? Do you remember?
All I ever heard was plane. I didn't hear any specifics.
Yeah, it probably happened before.
I would believe. I believe people
listen here,
when they tell me
guys.
glider. I
Okay,
believe people
fact
who say
check.
glider.
John Denver is also remembered for leaving this world when his long Easy Kit plane crashed into Monterey Bay.
Easy Kit.
So, Easy Kit. So I think it's like
What is
a plane.
that? Is that like a build your own?
It is. That's the last thing I want to build on
Jesus
my
Christ.
own. It's a plane.
Plane, I know.
That dude who built his own rocket ship and thought the Earth was flat and he was going to prove it.
Yeah.
He didn't do so well recently.
When you die in that plane, everyone says the same thing. They're like, well, he built it himself. So
Yeah. Let's build planes as a team.
My wife won't even let me fly with a friend who's got a pilot's license. She's
Neil.
just like, there's a few, but yes. She's like, no fucking way am I letting you do that.
Yeah, I'm friends with Shaquille O'Neal, and he has this really small plane, like a two-person.
He has a weirdly small plane for a guy his size.
I know. He's always saying, "Let's go out. Let's go out in my two-person small plane." He even calls it his small plane. I'm like, no, I don't want to go up with you.
He's like, listen, Matt, my fuel gauge is broke. You still want to go fly around?
I don't. I think we should just take my car. I'll pick you up, and we'll go that way.
No, this is an Easy Kit. I made it myself.
That's what bothers me. Not to be offensive, but you're not an expert in building planes.
I'm a very good pilot, though.
But you're rich. Just buy your own plane.
Oh, all right. You want to go?
No.
You want to go to the Lakers game?
I do want to go to the Lakers game, but even the subway just lets right out there at Staples. It's easy.
Well, then, fuck you!
Come on, Shaquille. Don't yell at me.
I offered you a ride in my plane.
Put me down.
No.
Put me down.
No, I'm spinning you like a plate.
Oh. Put me down, Shaquille. Oh.
And scene.
And scene.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Colorado. All the mountain time people. This is for you. Talking about
totally
your
for
God,
them.
John Denver.
My cheeks hurt from just smiling. My eyes are barely fucking open.
Yeah,
I just
you
got
be
Jordan.
quiet for a little bit.
I was just laughing the whole time through that.
Me too. I was trying not to laugh harder.
The only thing I wanted to do was go, Mr. O'Neill, I finally finished those huge Superman sheets you requested for your bed. Because anytime I think of Shaquille O'Neal, I think of his cribs and his giant fucking Superman themed bed. He has this mattress that's like it's like a fucking huge circle, and it's got a fucking Superman logo on it.
I love how much he loves Superman, that he hates Dwight Howard using his Superman bit in the dunk contest. I fucking love that. I love how he hates that.
I was in a Radio Shack commercial or a Circuit City commercial with Shaq a long time ago, like a holiday commercial with him.
Cool.
And I was working with his stand-in, this dude Montez, I think was his name. And he was like this big dude. And we were like interacting and he was like this giant. And I was like, oh, holy shit. And it's like blocking the scene. And then they go, all right, let's bring Shaq out. Montez, you and the Apple box, get out of there. And Montez is the biggest human being I've ever seen. And then he steps down off of Apple boxes because even this dude, who's the biggest dude in the world, has to get on Apple boxes to be Shaq. Shaq comes out and he shakes my hand and his fingers touch on the other side of my hand. I felt like a little kid in a movie when they meet a giant. Like I couldn't believe it. He's so.
Is he 7?
You know,
is he like 7?
No, he's big.
4?
You know he's a big man, and then when you see him in person, he's just.
His fingers are like ballpark frames.
His hands are enormous.
You get hungry when you see Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, because
you see 10 hot dogs.
That's his only way of fighting back. He thinks he's gonna eat him.
Just 10 hot dogs?
No, I'll eat you.
Being his fly trap. Catch his fat guys with those.
All Shaquille O'Neal wanted to do was rap so that he could go see the Jackass movie in the theaters. And I'd come out that day, and he was like, and he was such a professional. He's like, oh, we're going to get out. I'm not going to do an impression. Oh, we're going to get out of here early. I got to go see the Jackass movie. Oh, have you seen the Jackass? Do you know the Jackass guys? Like, and I was like, 5-year-old comedian. I was like, I love jazz. I was like, I'm talking to Shaquille O'Neal about. I don't know shit about basketball, so I'm so happy I could just talk about Jackass for like a half a day of shooting with him.
Did you light your balls on fire for him?
Yeah, I did a lot of the show. I'm like, I'm Gabrus, and this is Great Balls of Fire, and I fucked my cousin like Jerry Lee Lewis, and then lit my balls on fire. It's hard for me to play Great Balls of Fire on the piano without everyone screaming King Ralph at me. How dated is that reference? I think I saw King Ralph in the theater when I was for my birthday when I was like 11.
Were you like, oh, finally a fat lead?
Yeah, I just finally someone who looks like me on the screen.
Yeah. That's
I saw King Ralph in the theater.
Yeah, it was around our birthday, I think so, John, because I think I did it for my birthday party.
You guys
I don't remember
birthday?
that aspect of it, but I'm February 1st and you're
January 31st.
Yeah.
We're 364 days apart.
Same
or
year?
one, yeah. No, different years, right, John? You're 83 or 81? You're 81. He's 81, I'm 82.
Jerry's no lie, Jerry's 63.
I love how long Jerry's just hanging out. He was just like
He doesn't even wait. I don't know him. Never mind.
We are high.
He's just staying away from his family.
Whoa! Everybody just flipped around.
Oh.
I see a young miner. A minor
Yay!
making an appearance. How you doing, buddy?
Mickey.
Whoa!
I know. Good to see you.
How's it going?
Oh, she wants up. They want up.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. What's your name? Welcome to. Oh.
Mickey Minor.
Two Mickeys. Okay, come on.
Bye.
Indignation.
I started I'm so stoned. I started just snacking on something in my office, and the thing that I just started snacking on and casually just ate way too much of are chocolate covered strawberries that are. I was like half paying attention. So maybe if you can watch this, jump back and see if I've had a few, because I think I ate a bunch of these and wasn't paying attention because I'm just hungry.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. What a fun day.
Yeah, no, I don't know how many I ate because I just opened it today, but it's kind of half full.
Johnny, you said you did a 50 milligram, or did I mishear that?
I think I miscalculated. I think it was actually 35.
Oh, okay.
50
which is still on the higher end, but
35 is a lot too. But yeah, that's a good amount. That's a fun afternoon.
Yeah, I was like, let's do this. It's 4:20. I got nothing to do but be on this live stream, and here we are.
It used to be on 420, like what made it special to stoners was we'll go in a field or a square, and there'll be so many of us that we're all going to get high. And you can't arrest us. You know, Washington Square used to do it, Santa Cruz, different places, San Francisco, Denver, and the cops just go, we give up. As long as you stay in this park, we're going to let you get high. And that was for years. And then it became legal, and then it became a kind of this mainstream event that everyone's doing. And now no one's doing it today. No one is doing that today for the first time ever since the term came up.
Yeah, I think we're having these virtual sipes. I think we're not the only game in town. There's a bunch of people having like international sort of sipes and setting up live streams of everyone or sessions, whatever.
But no passing of joints
from your part of
no we're standing in our virtual circle. But
I did see a cool trick someone did where they did.
Let's rehearse one.
That you got to all be in the same configuration, I guess.
Wait, who's?
Do we all see ourselves in? I see myself in the middle top. Do we all see ourselves in the middle top?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this won't work then.
Yeah. But also, it's kind of hard to choreograph since three of us are named John. Okay, now John, look to your left. No, the computer right.
When I'm doing this, who's it look like I'm passing it to?
Wait a minute. Look at it.
It looks like you're passing it to me.
Look at it on YouTube.
Here.
Oh,
on YouTube.
Who am I? Who's to my? Oh God, I'm so fucking stoned. Who's to your left?
Just look at it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube. Okay.
I can't look at myself on multiple levels. I'm gonna bug out.
Okay, I'm in the upper right. Matt's in the upper middle. Gabrus is on the upper left, and so then Johnny's on the lower left, and Horatio's on the lower right.
Is this going to you, Gimberly, or is that going to Besser?
That's going off the screen.
Oh, okay. Is this?
You're in the upper left. Look, you can look at the link.
Go look at the YouTube.
I'm brother.
You could pass
mine
it.
has such a delay. I can't. It's even.
You would pass it
link.
to the left to Matt, or down left to Johnny.
Yeah, Gabrus, you got to go the other way. You got to go the other direction. I can't hear him all of a sudden.
Me? You can't hear me? I'm not even talking.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's fair. I just stopped talking for the first time since we started recording 2.5 hours ago.
A minute. It's fucking me up. Okay, now do it. Now pass to me, Gabrus.
Other way.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna pass my pop screen to Matt.
Okay. Hey, whose pop screen is this?
Okay, do the pop screen. Do the pop screen. Do the pop screen.
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it to Matt.
Yeah. Do it. Oh, you're going that way?
Wait, is it flipped?
No, go the other way.
Wait, I have to see.
Oh fuck.
Look at Sean doing weights.
Oh no! Oh, because it's flipped. Okay, it's a mirror image in Zoom, but then it's flipped in YouTube. So this is more complicated. So I go this way.
Holy shit! I'm stoned. I'm out of breath from doing like 4 curls. I'm gonna pass out.
No.
I can't do this. Too hard.
I give up.
Here, Gabrus.
You're not passing to Gabrus in my screen.
Or who am I passing it to?
You're passing it to Johnny.
Yeah. If you
who's this
Gabrus,
now?
if you pass it down, you'll be passing it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna receive.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, that worked. That worked.
Oh no!
Oh fuck.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Feels so good to laugh.
So
it feels good to blaze with other people. I've been blazing by myself a lot in the quarantine.
Same, and I forget that one of the best parts about it is hanging out with other people and just laughing about dumb shit.
Yeah, getting trapped in a circle with 2 people you wouldn't normally want to hang out with somewhere, but you kind of have to because they're also blazing. And then all of a sudden, by the end of it, you're like, they're actually pretty chill. And then like you meet them again later on, you're like, oh no, I forgot. You're fucking. I don't like you.
But it's because the weed brings us all together.
Yes, it makes you forget how much some of us suck.
First time I did mushrooms in college, I did it with the quarterback of the football team, and we were not buddies.
Here you go, Gabrus.
We did shrooms, and at some point, we found ourselves lying in the mud in front of a little flower, and it had a sunbeam on it. There was like a perfect sunbeam in the forest that was on this white flower, and me and the quarterback were sitting there talking to each other about how beautiful this flower was for like a half hour. And then the next day, it's like we went back to our same status, and we didn't want to talk about. Hey, remember yesterday when we thought that flower in the forest was beautiful? You had to leave that to the shroom trip. It doesn't go beyond that.
What happens on a trip stays on a trip.
Yeah, it's you can't go. Oh, that rock was really cool yesterday. Remember in the brook, the rock in the brook.
Excuse me,
That
Mr.
moment we
Quarterback.
shared.
You remember how pretty that flower was yesterday, and you thought it was pretty.
What the fuck?
Get away from me!
No, remember?
No, you said it has a sunbeam on it, so it's cool. What's the dumbest thing you've been caught doing while stoner? Not caught, but necessarily like a shameful, but to a non-stoner, it looked ridiculous. Like you're covered in. One time we were tripping. We were in this moss and we were rolling around and going, "Oh, this moss feels so good." And then someone went, "Oh, fuck, this is a septic tank moss." And then we all started screaming and running. Oh, we've been rolling around and pissing shit moss.
I thought you said a mosque. Holy shit, this isn't a mosque?
It's someone
It's a
else's
fucking
religion.
toilet?
I'm
More like a shit bucket to me. All right, you guys want me to read some comments?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take off. I think I gotta help the children finish homework.
Very good.
That's the best
John.
Zoom excuse for leaving.
Whoa.
What?
I miss you, John. I miss you, John.
I miss
I'll
you
be by with a
too.
beam on Friday, I promise.
Yeah.
I'll socially distance a
Hey, guys.
beam and I'll leave it on the driveway.
All right, brother.
All
Thanks for
right.
stopping
Happy
in.
420. Love you guys.
Bye.
Love you,
Happy
Gabby.
420.
Bye. Nice
Miss
to meet you.
Bye. Nice
Bye.
to meet you.
What a good guy.
What a
A
good
good
guy.
I've got a special glass-tipped lift ticket that I'm waiting for 420 Pacific to burn,
Nice.
which is coming up. Coming up. If anyone's still paying attention, we're 50 minutes out from 420. 40. Wait, please, no, it can't be that much time. 30 minutes out.
30
Holy
minutes.
shit! Thank God.
So Horatio, do give us some.
I looked at Johnny when I said another 50 minutes, and you were like, "Oh."
And I looked at the clock and fully believed you. That's how stoned I am. I was just like, what? 50 minutes? Oh,
what the
no.
fuck is time, man?
There's a guy called Matthew Pork. He's laughing. Matthew Pork. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Capital. Ha 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 ha.
Well, that's nice of him. I
That's
appreciate
Matthew
that.
Pork.
That's going to be comedy in the post-virus world when we can't be live stage anymore. You're going to have people deliver laughter to you like that. All right, we got a ha 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 ha. Another ha 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 ha.
You got to dress up in a Zorro. Sir, I need you to put this Zorro outfit on and go laugh outside Horatio's house because he had a very funny tweet today. If they start chanting "kiss him," you know what to do, right? What's some other comments, Raj?
Yeah, that was a
Ben
good one.
Lee
That was brilliant.
Ben Lee, yeah, man, want to have coffee sometime? I owe him a helmet. I told him years ago I was going to buy him a pith helmet, and I bailed. So that was
this?
Ben Lee.
That sounds like an
Ben Lee.
Australian stereotype.
Ben Lee left a comment. Okay.
All right, yeah. Sorry, I'm off this. It's just nice. It's nice people being, adding on and having fun. So it's good. We got
So we got one comment is
Huh?
That's the best you can give us. No one giving us some facts.
Let me read one comment. Ha 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 ha. The rest are all kind of similar.
That's it.
LOL. Okay.
That's it. We're doing good, guys. I have to go pee again. Be right back.
All right. We got to commit to going all the 3 hours though. You got to go from one coast to the other coast.
I know. Well, we have 30 minutes till 4:20 Pacific.
Hey, there's plenty. Look, we haven't even told the history of 420 yet.
Oh,
Johnny, do you know the history of 420, the term?
No, I feel like I've read the various things over the years, like, it was like a police code, or like, it was like some other thing, but I've never actually received the official information. Do you have it?
Yeah, yes, I do. So there was a group of teenagers at the time in, I guess it would be the 60s or early 70s. I'm going to say early 70s. And they were in high school. It was in California. I think it was right outside of San Diego, as a matter of fact. We were talking about San Diego earlier. And they had a tradition of going and smoking outside at the statue outside their high school every day at 420.
The school got out. School and sports got out at 4:05 or 4:10 or something at their high school. So 4:20 was always the time that they could all be done and be blazing. So they started calling themselves the 420 gang, right? I love that.
I think they call themselves the Waldos.
The Waldos, right?
Deeper on the trivia.
Because the statue is of someone named Waldo, right? It's like Ralph Waldo Emerson or some shit.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
And so they would get high. So that's the first part. So they started it, but now you're like, but how did it get from 4 high school guys to the world? So the way I understand it is through the Grateful Dead. So someone who was part of the Waldos, I think, was part of making flyers for the Grateful Dead. I think that was his connection. And someone in the Dead heard the term and started using it. I might be conflating two things.
It is sort of like a Dead community thing. It like blew up at Dead community, like accelerated it because it spread across the country.
It got on flyers. It got on flyers.
A group of kids probably all love the same band. You know what I mean? I just think about like the indie scene that I'm in now, and it's like everybody's hanging out and like using the same fucking lingo and weird slang shit. So I'm sure it was just like everybody in that town knew that like 420 was like we're getting high. So it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a poster for the Dead show or whatever, and it's like there you go.
Right, and then that's a band that has fans travel with it.
Yeah.
So like, then they go to every city and spread that around. Those dudes are Besser. I'm going to shout out a friend's.
That's so fucking cool.
A friend of the pod called Great Moments in Weed History with David Bienenstock and Abdullah Saeed. They did an episode where they deep dive into the research on the 420 gang and it's on the Waldos. It's a fucking. We pretty much hit the outline of it, but it's a fucking very cool story for sure.
Yeah, and I do love all the rumors through the years that it was a police code. There's 420 cannabinoids in the plant.
Right.
Crazy stuff. That's Tommy Chong's birthday. That's Bob Marley's birthday.
So and so got arrested that day. Dennis, what's his name? Not Dennis Leary.
Hopper?
Timothy Leary's birthday or whatever. But it is actually Hitler's birthday. Is actually the day Columbine happened. But also it's a national fucking weed holiday. It's a weed time. We're technically in 420 for another 11 days after this, or 10 days. Sorry, bad math.
We're talking about shootings. I had to come back.
Oh, you've been listening?
You heard Columbine and you had to get back in?
Yeah. I'll send to
That's not
refill my
good.
coatings. Good to be back.
How close until LA 420?
27 minutes. I've got it down now.
Right.
I need an assist from Johnny to get me back into place.
No, don't trust me. Don't trust me. I'm looking to you.
No, yeah, fuck. I don't. This is not usually in charge of logistics. I'm not a logistics man.
What's your favorite stoner song, Johnny?
Favorite stoner song.
Mm-hmm. You can answer it as the song has something to do with weed, or just you associate it with weed, like a Dead song kind of thing.
Yeah, right. The first song that comes to mind is are you familiar with a song called Willin'? I don't know who the original artist is, but I really like the Linda Ronstadt version. And it's a song about, I wish I could play it, but I don't know it, and I'm not good at on the fly covers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a song about a truck driver, and the chorus of the song is like, what does it say? It's give me weed, whites, and wine, and show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. And it's sort of about this like just truck driver driving around. So that's been my favorite stoner song as of late.
That's cool. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's like a kind of like a laid back Americana classic rockish vibe.
That's a good one. I think it's an originally. I'm not.
Oh, are you?
I got a little Google here. I think it's an originally the Byrds song, and then Linda Ronstadt covered it in '76.
The Byrds, yes.
But I think the
She
Byrds.
was
I found
hanging
out
with the
about it.
Byrds.
My dad told me about it. My dad told me about it. He didn't know who the
No,
original was.
I'm only know that because I just Googled it to help back up the facts for you.
That makes
And you were
sense
right-
that it's a
and-
Byrds song then, because it's like,
Oh shit!
sure.
Costume change.
Oh, me? I
No,
was cleaning
Jerry.
my glasses.
Not you.
Oh, Jerry. Sorry. I thought I was like, oh wow, his glasses are different. Someone says it's Harris Whittle's birthday, by the way.
Oh, it is
yeah.
Harris Whittle's birthday today. I forgot
Let's see
about
what
that.
Jerry's wearing.
Funny guy Harris was.
Welcome back, Jerry.
Speaking of dead people, were you a John Prine fan, Johnny?
Yes, but I just started getting into his music right before
Oh yeah,
he passed away.
interesting.
So a bummer time.
Yeah, he's one of
But
those
I had
guys
been a
that
fan
I
of
didn't know. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I was just saying he's one of those guys I didn't know I was a fan of. And then like when someone's like, "Oh, you don't," I'm like, "No," and they're like, "It's this song." That, I'm like, "Oh," and then they name like all, and I'm like, "Oh, never mind." I know all those songs. And
Yeah, totally.
never mind. Yeah, that was like how I felt dumb. I was like, never heard of the guy or don't really know the guy, and then they rattled it off. I was like, "Oh shit, I should have known that."
He's always that one of those ones for me where like I know how important his music has been to a lot of people whose music I listen to. So it's always like on my list of like legends I need to listen to. And then, I mean, now of course, even more so than ever, but it's just like, oh shit, Too late.
So one of his first songs, and maybe his first hit, was called "Illegal Smile." Do you guys know that? When I woke up this morning, things were looking bad. Seems like total silence is the only friend I have. You guys know that song?
No, but it sounds good.
Let me get to the part where he talks about, but fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. For you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. So he had that lyric, and it was a hit song. And they had him on the Steve Allen or all the variety shows, and they would introduce him. We got a young John Prine on here. He's going to sing a song about an illegal smile, like it was about marijuana. And the first time he was on TV, there was a plant. They put a plant on stage. It wasn't a marijuana plant, but they did a slow pan into it as the song went in. Like, we all know what this song's about. And he would say throughout his career that it was not about marijuana, that it was about, he had a dopey smile. Like, he was just a guy who kind of smiled all the time. And so that's what the song was about. But since it became a hit with people going, oh, these are these rascally youngsters singing a song about marijuana. And since that's what made it a hit, he just leaned into it. Weird.
That's good
Same
marketing.
thing as The Rock, Don Denver and The Rock.
I know. Similar
Rock
story.
lyric.
I know all the weed song stories.
Sure, I
How about
guess.
the Cypress Hill song? Was that about weed?
Which one? I'm gonna get high, so
yeah,
high.
that
That's about mountain climbing. They got in a lot of trouble for
I
that.
didn't know that.
It's about
Illegal mountain climbing?
And jumping off of towers. Guys who get parachute jump off of what's that called?
Base jumping.
Base
so it's
jumping.
about-
It's about
Base jumping, yeah.
And
The
the
ones
point
where
of
they
view
have
of a
the
guy
where
who
they have
just
the
loves,
squirrel suit. And they,
oh, those things are terrifying. Those little squirrel suits.
Yeah, I want to get high so high and then base jump.
Hey, speaking of weed songs,
You know.
have you ever seen the video of Afroman? Remember that guy?
Yeah, because I got high.
Have you ever seen that video of him losing his mind on this girl that comes up on stage?
No.
You have to see it.
No, what happens?
It's Afroman in concert. He's trying to play the guitar. He just learned to play the guitar, so he's trying to play. And some girl comes up on stage and she's dancing. You just have to just look for it. Afroman hits girl on stage.
Okay, all right. It's a little spoiler in the title. I love it.
Did Afroman also smoke crack, maybe?
No, I think he was
Just on marijuana and hit someone? Wow.
Well, if you'll see why.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a moment of
no idea.
extreme frustration.
That's wild. I gotta check this out.
And it was because he was trying to play guitar. He was really into I want to do this guitar thing.
There's been a lot of careers, not a lot, but there's been several careers that ended by someone in a band hitting someone. Have you ever seen that, Johnny? Someone ever gotten on stage? You're not really, you started in a more of a punk scene.
yeah.
So did you ever have someone, did you have to kick them in the head, get them off stage?
No,
And
mine,
combat boots, kick them in the teeth?
I play like little emo songs. Nobody's getting that crazy to my music.
Have you guys
That
watched
would
the
be awesome.
Afroman video yet?
No, you should carry yourself like one of those people who has pits at their concert, but
Yeah.
still play emo music.
I'm like, everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Oh. Was she trying to grab his guitar? Is that why he hit her?
No, she was kind of backing up into him, like putting her booty almost up there. And he was not having it.
He was like, this is not the time.
Yeah, exactly. You don't understand as a musician how annoying that could be.
He was trying to play a sad emo song on his acoustic guitar.
Sad emo song. Does he have more than one song?
Oh, this is fucking wild. Yes, I watched it. That's very bad.
I'm not going to watch it.
I should not have watched that.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm pretty sure he got in big trouble for that.
Yeah,
But he had to pay a lot of money.
It also says it's like Afroman slapping a female. That's not a slap, man. That's a fucking.
Whack.
Assault.
It's assault.
Shouldn't hit anyone
Screen
like
share, Gabrus.
that. HR from Bad Brains hit someone. I think Sid Vicious put out someone's eye with a bottle or something, right? Can't do that, Johnny.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
Can't hit
John,
someone.
calm down, dude.
Yeah,
And,
there's the. I think of the guy from
Johnny's-
Screeching
hope
Weasel
Johnny's
punched a
calmed down.
girl in the face. Not good.
You guys seen that stand up that beat someone over the head, broke his acoustic guitar over the guy?
What?
Have you never seen that footage?
No.
A stand up who gets heckled and he hits the guy with his guitar?
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
funny.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff.
I'll have to look that up.
Hecklers do deserve to be like music fans. No, you should not hit them, but hecklers, you should break some over their head for sure.
Yeah.
That's morally okay. I've had a chair thrown at me.
What kind of chair? Folding chair?
It was a stool, actually.
Damn. That's sharp.
In college, I had someone charge the
Pointy
stage
little
and
chair.
physically pull us apart during the comedy sketch.
Why?
Because it was me and a dude kissing at the end, like a guy dressed in drag, just classic early 2000s all male sketch group shit. And some homophobia from the audience went rampant and pulled us apart. And we kind of got into it with the crowd because we thought we were being like righteous allies or whatever, but it was fucking kind of terrifying.
In New York? Where'd you go to school?
I went to school in upstate New York in Poughkeepsie.
Your audio just radically changed for me. Anybody else?
Yeah. Did it get routed through a different microphone?
Yeah, hold on. I'll try to fix that.
When the guy threw a chair at me, it was at the Improv Olympic West, like a year after it opened. I had a character I used to do as the Pope. Jerry remembers that, but I had some joke about I forget what it was, something anti-Catholic, but he threw it at me. I kind
How
of
do I
laughed.
sound now, Pope?
Huh? Yeah, you
How
sound
do
good.
I sound now? Okay, cool.
It was
Got it.
fu- it was
I think my
fun.
headphones died, and I had to switch headphones.
Mm.
And then I guess it accidentally hooked up the mic too. No
All
need
right.
to hash this out 16 minutes before they're fucking
Yeah,
420 on 420.
we are in the home stretch right now. Where was your
Thank
guys?
fucking God.
Hey
Sorry.
man, I'm squeezing rocks for topics here. Where did you smoke at your first 20 event? I think mine was Washington Square Park. It was crazy too because it felt highly illegal. Did you guys ever do an event?
I haven't done an event. I was going to do
Really?
events this year. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just in the past, I've done like, hang out with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, let's go to our favorite spot in the park or something, or like go on a camping trip. But like, I haven't gone to an event with other people. That sounds great. I
I like the wildness of the event, especially when it was
I've only
illegal.
started going recently, so I don't really. I never had that experience of teenagers meeting up in the woods and smoking, or meeting up at anywhere smoking.
Yeah.
So it was more like it'd be like me going into the woods and being like, "Hey, kids."
Yeah. This doesn't happen in the woods, by the way.
Weed.
This doesn't happen at Miller's Crossing.
No.
All right, everybody, let's go deep into the woods at the granite pit in the woods.
I think my first kind of 420 events were around the theater. I think, Matt. Like I think like UCB New York, it wasn't like official, but like stoner shows were set up for that night, and we would be in the green room or the chill out room or somewhere burning one. And then out here, when I moved out here, which was like 7 or 8 years ago, and it was like rec and legal out here, the LA theaters always did shit for 420. So that kind of was my de facto holiday, was like roll up and do like 3 back-to-back shows just blazing in a green room with you guys.
When we first started doing ASCAP, we would turn out at the end of or was it intermission? I think intermission, we'd turn out the lights. And I forgot why the first time we did it. But the tradition became throwing buds of weed on stage when the lights was out. Do you guys remember that?
For the second act, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
And,
that as a fan hearing that, but not.
Turn off the lights, and yeah, almost anything would be up there.
Yeah, it'd be condoms, change, an ice cream punch card. That's pretty exciting I think that's pretty cool. I think that should be a tradition at just all rock shows. You just black out for 2 minutes, see what ends up on stage. Johnny, would you like that? Of course, you could. Who knows what's going to end up there?
I'm down.
You're down? You're a weed smoker,
Anything for
right?
free weed, dude, right?
Yeah, you said Bud's getting thrown on stage, and I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, what's the downside?
Buds and condoms.
Hairs in your bud.
I can use both of those things.
Yeah, there you go. I don't trust a condom thrown on stage, though.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I can
Don't
have
know where that's
anything.
been.
No, I don't trust that. I'd rather burn and inhale something thrown on stage.
In a hole in it.
No, let's go back. I like condoms. I like to clean them out,
You
rinse
clean
them
them
with
out first.
alcohol, and use them again.
I agree.
What if there's a hole in it?
You hang them up with the little clippies. Hang them to
You go
dry.
see
You know how it
ratios.
is on the road. It's like
Dishwashing
you're
rack.
like an old like salesman washing his socks in a hotel bathroom. You know, that's how I do the condoms that we're throwing on stage because they're mostly used. Because
I
people were
would-
just jerking off.
When I first started having sex in high school, my high school girlfriend was so afraid of pregnancy, and we were so scared by all the information we were hearing in school that I used to have to go into the bathroom after every time we had sex with a condom and run water through it to see if there was any holes. Every time, my first high school girlfriend was like, I had to tiptoe into the bathroom and run water into a cummy fucking condom. Like, that shit, I didn't realize, I did that shit 50 times.
Afterwards, too? That doesn't make any sense. Afterwards, it's too late.
Yeah, I know. Well, then she
She's
would.
She's an abortion.
Yeah, then we know we would need to do something.
So you start saving. Right.
Here's my question: did you have to do it right away, or would she let you chill and relax for a moment before you guys checked, or was it like,
no?
All right, we're done. Go check the condom and make sure it's good. You know, because
well, it was either that or place it safely. So you know what I mean? There's only two. And one time I had sex with her at my house before we went away to Lake George for a weekend, and I did the water and the condoms thing and then left it on the sink of my bathroom at my fucking mom's house, my mom and dad's house. And I called my dad to be like, I made it safely to Lake George. And he goes, you stop leaving your fucking dirty condoms on the bathroom counter. I was like, oh my fucking God, I've never been so embarrassed.
Did you explain that technically it had been cleaned?
I was like, Dad, I didn't want to get into it. But I'm like, no, I was running water through. It wasn't like a perversion thing.
Yeah, weirdo.
Leave it out.
That's why he had to tell you don't. That's why he had to tell you don't do it. He's like,
Dad,
know what?
it's actually very clean.
Not cool. Not cool. However you were getting off on this, don't.
I fill up with water so it looks like a. Yeah, I fill it up with water so it looks like a Zeppelin.
John, you must have tied a couple of those off, right? I would have, if I had to do 50, I would have made some cum balloons for sure, right?
Oh, dude, I still have them. My wife is
in your freezer like wedding cake?
My wife is like, throw those away.
You never know.
Memories.
Memory.
Hey, it's a pandemic. We might find ourselves saying, you got any old frozen semen balloons lying around? Holy shit, please let it be 420 soon so we can get the fuck out of here. What am I talking about? I ate way too many chocolate-covered strawberries by accident. They're delicious. I got to shout out whatever this is, Satori. You're wonderful. That was delicious.
Who's Satori?
Satori? It's Satori.
You had some whiskey.
We should shout out all the dispensaries that have been on our show: Sunset Herbal, Universal Collective, The Stash. If your dispensary wants you want to come on our show, contact us via social media. Where are some of our dream places to go? I'd like to go to Mike Tyson's pot farm. It's my personal goal for the show. What about
I'd
you
like to
guys?
see. I would like to see who the most like reclusive famous person we could burn one with is. Like, let's smoke with like Kurt Russell in Los Alamos or some shit like that. Let's seek out some legendary stoner and go for a road trip to get him on the podcast. To get them on the
that's
podcast.
good. Who would that be? Harrison Ford.
Yes. Let's drive to fucking Tatooine. Yo, I can't get this joint out of the tube. This special joint I have for fucking.
Cool. That's not cool. You got to fill it with water to get it out.
Okay.
No displacement. What about you guys? Come on. What's your dream guest on the show? Oh, I got to get mine.
I don't like anybody, so
I'm not part of this show. I just haven't left.
Well, who would you like us to have as a guest in the weed world?
You know who I love? Have you all listened to Casey Musgraves?
No.
She's a country singer, and she loves to get stoned. She loves to get high, and she's got a beautiful record called Golden Hour. That's like one of my favorite stoner records to listen to. And
cool.
She just seems like a fucking badass. She's kind of like, style-wise, she's like modern day Dolly Parton. And yeah, I love anybody who's, she's kind of like a pop country star. So I love anybody who's like a pop star who's like really into weed.
Yeah, for sure. I think I was like, I always loved Miley right out the get-go when she.
Yeah,
that was such a cool moment.
That's one I'd love to smoke with Miley Cyrus.
That would be bomb. That would be dope. I would like to. I got being a cast member on Wild 'N Out for a couple of seasons. I got to blaze with some hip hop artists, but I never got to blaze with Snoop, who would be iconic. I think to have Snoop pass you a blunt. Raj, what about you? Ever on SNL or anything like that? Did you ever overlap? Or Jerry, either of you ever get to blaze with Snoop Dogg? I don't know why. Opening this question up to everybody.
I've never blazed with Snoop Dogg.
No,
I was Santa Claus at the Jingle Ball one year, and we were all backstage.
Oh,
it was a
that's
bunch
dope.
of people. It was a whole bunch of people, though. Yeah, I was hip hop Santa Claus.
That's awesome. I wanted to go to Jingle Ball my whole life. Like that was like the thing when I was when you first started hearing about Jingle
had
Ball.
John be Santa. Why'd they get Jerry to be Santa?
No, that's
hip hop Santa. He didn't qualify.
There's a reason Jerry was cast. It wasn't for his bowl full of jelly.
He don't qualify. He don't meet certain criterias.
How about Cedric the Entertainer? I'm gonna go through all the fat guys I know. Hamburger. How about Hamburger?
Hamburger.
Earthquake could have been Santa.
You start with Hamburger before Cedric?
I said Cedric earlier.
Oh, sorry.
Keenan.
What's everyone gonna blaze for the 420 Pacific?
Johnny, I've started a tarantula.
Oh, nice! I started a lift ticket. Yeah.
I repacked my little mason jar.
I'm on Cookie. Yeah. I'm on Cookie's brand. That's another guy like on the show, the rapper Burner, who owns the Cookies label. I like this stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Jerry?
I don't smoke. I just watch you and call the police on every one of you. Look outside your doors right now. Everyone, all of you watching this, every one of you. You're going to jail. Jail.
I want someone out there to put their booty on their computer screen and let me die out this blunt on it.
Hey, yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Look, this came with a glass tip. This is pretty bomb. Little glass filter
fancy.
tip. Yeah.
All right, we're welcoming in the East Coast. If you're ready to burn with us, we got 4 minutes to 4:20.
It's definitely the West Coast time too.
Yeah, not East Coast, but that's all right.
It's like
I tried.
I know, and then I thought I was correcting you, and as I said it, I thought I was wrong, so I backpedaled. I'm embarrassed. I was like, "That's West Coast time, right?" Jerry had to come in and nail it all down for us.
I'm staying till 420 Guam. So if you guys want to stay with me,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
20 Guam is in about 12 hours.
Oh, AM.
No, they're right now it's 12 a.m. So we have to wait till 4:20 their time. It'll be a while.
See if I got any more doors.
All right, we're 3 minutes out according to the clock on my computer. I'm so fucking twisted. I need to eat and I need to drink way more. I need to pee and I need to drink fluids. I'm so done.
Wow, thanks for inviting me to hang out for your 420 sesh for so long.
Oh, please. Thanks
you.
for coming. Yeah.
You want to do another shorty?
It's too
shorty song?
We gotta wait for 420.
Yeah, it's too
You're right.
close, man.
You're right. Okay, yeah, let's give it.
Got 8.
Let's give it like 418. 440.
Also,
For
it looks
what?
like Besser's about to play a song.
I don't know if I got appropriate one. This is the end. Beautiful friend. Yeah.
No LA woman?
I don't have that one. I got I don't know if I can do a B7, but we can see. I got
If anyone is still watching, let's let's karmically give a little cheers to our 420, over digital cheers here if you're watching along on the live stream. 140 people watching. Holy shit. That's is that way more or way less than I thought? I don't know, but it's definitely
140 too many.
Yeah. 140 was my guess for the price of the ounce earlier too. Kismet, dog. It's 419, fam.
When you're a stranger, faces
look ugly when you're alone.
Women
seem wicked when you're unwanted.
Uneven.
When you're down.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange. When you're
strange.
59. Oh, 420.
420.
Hey. 420.
Welcome everybody. Welcome Los Angeles. Welcome all the West Coast.
It's locally 420 here on 420. Guys, what a wonderful time. It's the nexus of the universe. Here we are.
Oh. All right, I gotta snap out of it. We gotta get going. Ready? Boom, boom. Everybody's screens like slowing down. Is it because it's Prime?
It might be because it's time. Also, my best bro, Stoner Buddy, is calling me to smoke for 420. So I think it's time for me to dip out and smoke with my friend.
All right.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for doing this. That was great. Guys,
Charlie Mountain's music.
Thank you.
Buy the music. They can't tour right now. Hook the musicians up with buying their albums and their merch.
Charlie Mountain spelled MTN, right?
Yeah, Charlie MTN, Charlie Mountain. Yeah. See ya.
Love that. Love
Bye.
it.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Thanks again.
All right, guys. It's been a marathon. We did it. People say you shouldn't perform shows that are 3 hours. But we said, how else can we go from 420 to 420? There's no other way
We did it from 420 Eastern to 420 Pacific. We blazed and talked. Can I tell you one thing that we spoke about? The answer is no. Couldn't place one topic we really hit at this point in the conversation. I'm feeling great.
I guess
we did do it.
It's a good time to give advice to people. It's a good time to tell people, go out, go give people kisses, go give people hugs. Just get out there and mingle, man.
I got it. At the state fair, I got a back kissing booth I want to plug.
Yeah, I can't actually stay on for that long because I got to go to the gym and go cough in the sauna with a bunch of people.
I got a sandwich eating contest. We all eat off the same sandwich.
I was about to say, what's wrong with that? Oh, the same.
Well, we all eat off the same sandwich. Whoever.
I'm in a Lady and the Tramp spaghetti eating contest.
Yeah, I'm pissed because the snowball marathon was canceled. Where me and my friends, we all spit like one of our friends' jizz from mouth to mouth and pass it across the country.
Across the country.
Fuck.
A lot of people, man. A lot of people involved in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a cannonball run kind of thing. We wanted to do it because of the fucking there's no traffic. We could have maybe beat our best record. But
Oh, that's a great pitch. A new Smokey and the Bandit. But this time, there's no obstacles. No one's on the road.
I got to leave in a little bit because I'm volunteering at the hospital. So I got to go. I think I'm going to go right up there. You know, near down here. There's going to be like a couple hospitals that I volunteer at. No one knows it,
nice.
but I'm definitely there to help out.
Because you're in the shadows and stuff, right? You're not letting yourself be known that you're there to a lot of people, but you're helping.
Since everybody's wearing masks these days, I think I'd like to say I'm volunteering at a lot of places too right now that you may not know.
You may not know, right?
Mask. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
A lot of hospitals.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing a bandana. I'm the guy in the bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a neurosurgeon in a bandana. That's who I am. When I wear a bandana, people assume this guy must be a neurosurgeon. He's wearing.
Is there anything less efficient with the bandana? Like, it's good enough, right? Like, why is it any worse? It's good enough, right? All right.
I'm not gonna co-sign some fucking I don't know that shit, but I think it's fine. But
you think it's fine? Okay, I'm good.
I think it's fine for outside, but not fine for cleaning out the bedpans of people that have just died from COVID-19.
Well, why not? That's what I'm asking.
Because that's how you get infected, and that's kind of what I'm facing right now with my volunteering. They just put me in the room with all the dead people and clean out bedpans. And so I wear dishwashing gloves and a Batman mask. Happy 420!
Happy 420, fam.
420. So I guess we're wrapping it up right now. So we should thank Jerry for being here for the long haul, especially.
Yeah, Jerry, fucking the middle distance runner, came in for a fucking clutch. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
And Ben Lee, Charlie Mountain, Chesky. I didn't say his name right, but I got schooled on that.
All these people up. Like, those
Chesky Ramos.
Yeah, Gemberling. We got to thank Gemberling. Aaron Carter, who popped in.
That was so weird. We definitely have to put him in the credits of the show.
Yeah, so his family tracks him down and disowns him for being part of a weed podcast because he's like a Mormon leader.
I definitely don't belong here.
Yikes!
Wait, what was Aaron Carter's wife's name?
I think they said Ashley
Jessica Simpson or Ashley Simpson.
No, the one that's beating him.
Oh, I don't remember.
I hope Solo.
No,
it's like Squeezy or something like that.
Squeaky.
Patrick Swayze. Yo, let's wrap this up before we revisit the domestic abuse portion of that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Before we all try to remember the domestic abuse call.
So
this is Smoke Me Up Podcast.
Smoke Me Up Podcast. It's a real podcast once a week. Look it up. And
you'll find it.
Happy 420.
Happy
420. Thanks, Jerry. Good to see you all as always.
Bye-bye.